And we're live.
Ooh, I like it.
We were all muted when I said it, so let's try this again. And we're live.
Oh, hi.
Huzzah.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, it's strange having Robert say this. This is this feels weird.
I like it.
Sam, can you just say we're live just so it doesn't feel weird?
Oh, hey, we're live. Am I muted?
Hey!
Am I muted? Everyone
Now it's
is
like
muted.
old times.
I'm kidding, Robert. You are a legend. Welcome, everyone. 2 weeks without us. Well, week and a half, I guess, because we did have a little bit of a mini episode 2 weeks ago. It was 1 hour, an hour 20 or something like that. But hey,
Sorry.
last week it wasn't our fault. Twitch was acting up and we could do nothing about it. But hey, we are back this week with more Wildemount Daring and Divine. Before we begin, let me just tell you something. As you might see, the cast's a bit different today because of some things and some actions that we don't condone. Our group is no longer affiliated with DM Corey or GM Corey on Twitter at the moment. You can, if you want more details, you can just check the announcement on the Chromatic Chimera Discord channel. Everything's there explained. So go and do that. However, this means that we are very excited to announce that Isa is now here with us for the rest of the season. So yes, Echo will somehow get back. Let's see how that works out. I don't know.
The power of plot.
The power of plot, yes, and other things, mainly putting you all in the same place. Doesn't matter. Also, we have a very special guest today. James playing Calvert. That we have no idea who Calvert is. Let's find out. Before that, I believe that Sam has a few announcements that they want to make.
Oh, yeah, just real quick, we do still have our fundraisers going on here at the Chromatic Chimera. We are raising funds through all of June as part of Pride to support both the Trevor Project as well as the Bail Fund Project. We have our commands that will be putting links to our Tiltify in our chat if you would like to donate directly, but also 100% of proceeds from subs, bits, cheers, even any merch purchases that anybody makes throughout all of June is going to be donated. So if you're able to help, please do so. And thank you so much to everybody who has already donated, because we've raised over, I think, about $500 between the two charities at this point, between Tiltify and donations through the stream. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Continue to do the good work because it's towards good causes, and that's why we're here, to help people, I think. I hope. And without further ado, I think it's time to get into it. We are No Initiative. We've been here for 2 seasons already in Chromatic Chimera's channel, and we are in a role-play-oriented group, more narrative than the mechanical aspect of things, as most of you that are in chat, I'm sure you're aware of. So let's just quickly go around the table and introduce who we are and who you'll be playing very quickly, and then we can get to the proper game. Who should we start with? Isa, why don't you start?
Oh, I'm first now. Okay.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah, the tables have turned now that you're here for.
Oh no, what do I do? So yeah, hi, I'm Isa. You can find me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram. I'm a cosplayer and a designer, and I play a lot of video games and tabletop RPGs and stuff online at the moment. You can also find me streaming Pokemon Black and White on twitch.tv/FinTheBin on Tuesday nights. So that'll be tomorrow night, 6 p.m. BST. And I'm also part of a show called Life of the Party, which is an all LGBT plus 5e show. Main campaign now on hiatus because of lockdown, but there is a side campaign going on with the people who are in lockdown together. So you can either go catch up with the original show or start on the lockdown show. And yeah, I'm just like really excited and flattered to have been asked back, and super excited to play with you guys again and to play Echo again. So yeah.
Speaking of being excited, Robert.
Hi, yes, I am Robert Allen, voice actor. Tomorrow you can find me watching a Pokemon Black and White stream, because I love those games. Yeah, I'm a voice actor. Today I will be playing Sir Ravasaurus Rex, I believe is his new name. He is half dinosaur, half paladin.
All wonderful.
Yeah, and there's stuff. I don't have as much as Isa did, so I'm just gonna give this to Megan, who's right below me.
Hello, I am Megan. You can find me on the internet at Megan Lynn for the win. And I will be playing your resident warlock, Emerson. Resident warlock, first in birth, second in mom's love. Just disaster trying to do her damnedest to make things happen and make her brother do something with all of the potential that he has. And speaking of my brother, who's full of potential, in love of dance and not much else, just toss it on over to Nat.
You're like really far away now. You're like,
I know. I
all the way
don't.
over
I
there.
feel like
So
I miss
sad.
you.
Hi, I'm Nat. I'm gonna be playing your dancing magical liar today, named Killian. I guess Killian's a little less liar than my usual type, but like he's not afraid of smiling and trying to make it go over smooth.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't betray Echo last time he interacted about her.
He's also a narc. He's a dancing narc, is what he is.
I mean,
It's true.
I mean, no one knows about that yet.
Players know, Nat. We know.
It's me. I'm just gonna take this and just hand it up to Sam very gingerly. Just
Hey, thank you. Hey everyone, I am Samwise. I will be playing Merriment or Mary, the tiefling arcane trickster, who is also a member of the Golden Grin and is, I am really just here to keep an eye on these people and definitely not for any other, purposes or tasks or anything. Did you see this really nice necklace that my friend Emerson found? It's very pretty. And with that, I think we can get the introduction of our amazing guest, James, now.
Thank you very much. I'm James Introcasso. I go by he, him, and I am a game designer and podcaster and blogger. I just had a brand new game that is announced called Burn Bright, Bryte, for Roll20. It's a science fantasy role-playing game, very exciting. And I'm super duper happy to be here with all of you because this is a super fun group. And we're raising money for a good cause, so that's pretty awesome too. And I will be playing a Captain Kelwart Snurgood, who is a halfling druid, and I think we'll learn more about Kelward as our adventure continues. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to throw it over to you, and there you go. Yeah.
I don't know which side it is.
I know, because it's mirrored. It's weird.
It's so confusing.
It's weird.
I
I
always screw
cheat
it up.
by looking at the mic and then looking where the mic is. So I have.
That's a good idea.
Instead of left and right, I have mic side and not mic side.
See, professional people, and then there's me. There you go.
I just go up and down.
I just like subtly motion to one side or the other and then watch the screen.
Smart.
And then I make a note to myself with an arrow saying which side to switch.
I used to actually have Post-its up, yeah.
Yeah, I have a little piece of paper right here that says Nat is here with an arrow pointing to the side that he is on, so I know where I'm going.
No, he's not. Oh no, wait,
Wow.
he's back.
Oh,
No,
Nat
no.
is. Nope, Nat's here.
Anyway, yes, I am Nunu, he, him pronouns, and I'm going to be your dungeon master for tonight and for the following weeks. With that said, I think it's time we get a little bit in the mood of the setting, isn't it? And just scroll up to the proper place.
The longest set of notes written for this campaign.
I know, and it's just the thing that I have to repeat every session. That's why
Have to.
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do a different voice for the intro today.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Wildemount, a land scarred by conflicts past, is now walking towards the same path as nations, empires, and dynasties entangle themselves in twisted, treacherous, and tumultuous conflicts. Meanwhile, most folk are oblivious to the grand schemes that drive conflict as they lie behind the curtains of power and of secrets long forgotten. And other folk Other folk just happen to be tiny leaves, picked up by the ever-morphing patterns of the winds the change-bringer decides to change and shape. And sometimes, these stories, like the one we bring today, these people, end up being the most important. So make sure to stick around and watch as their destinies align, because we're about to begin Wildemount, daring and divine.
Oh my,
Nat.
Nunu.
Take it away.
Take a minute.
What happened last time?
Now he's
Ah.
distracted.
So, sorry, I was so
That
flustered.
voice threw us all, Nunu.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You can't
Sorry,
ask people
Katie,
to
so
do
much.
things after that, Nunu.
I'll be in my bunk. So last time we got cut a little short, so the recap will probably a little short. So after saying goodbye to Echo, definitely forever. After seeing some sort of Fey fiend patron thing, we ventured out. We're meeting back up with the Tabaxi clan. I'm not sure what the describing word they used was.
Sounds good.
Chatted. Like they thanked us for warning them that danger was coming because everything got burned after we came out of that dungeony vault thing and found the evil dagger and things. We headed on back. Killian having the wonderful idea of being like, okay, jungles are hard to travel through, so what if we just rode a brontosaurus? Because polymorph's a fun spell. So we turned Ravis into a brontosaurus. Traversed across the jungle back to the research camp where we first ventured out and found it had also been destroyed with fire. After that, we decided that we needed a break. We also saw we needed a break, so we ventured like 5 minutes in the woods, took a nap, and then Twitch decided that was the session.
Yes. Yeah. I think it was like the only session ever that actually I managed to finish on a rest, and somehow it wasn't
Yeah.
even on purpose.
The fingers were too fun.
But yeah, so just adding a small detail, the fire that destroyed the encampment, and both the encampment and the ruins before, Killian was astute enough to notice that the wooden parts of that were burned had these little lightning patterns on it, as if an very strong electrical current passed through it.
Right. You see, kids, if the DM explains something that you missed in your recap, that means you need to remember it.
Yep. Maybe.
No. What? No.
And
No.
Writing that down.
Are you though?
No, it's not. He's writing it down in his brain.
I am.
Good. But we begin at dawn. Well, a few hours before dawn, after Ravis wakes up from his trance that was pestered with visions and omens and unexpected conversations, let's call it like that. He did ask for his patron, the Raven Queen, the goddess of death, to aid him and maybe give him some information. And that information did come. But this vision seemed different. Him having initiated it seemed to provoke some other answer than he was expecting, something more primal, more visceral. But yet, he did get the answers he was seeking for, or at least he thinks. The thing is, Ravis, when you pop out of your trance approximately 4 hours later, you look to the side, and as your companions are fast asleep, next to you, there's what seems to be earth that has been moved around and like dug out here and there to your left. And as you stand up and you move closer to inspect it, you see from this vantage point up above, you see that it forms a pattern. Almost as if earthen claws in 3 different directions mark this spot. And as you look around, you count 1, 2, 3. 3 people resting. And this earth, these 3 claws that seem to sprout from the earth, are right below where your 4th companion lied. But he's no longer there.
I'm gonna go look at the, really inspect the place where these earthen claws appear to be.
So, as you start paying more attention, you realize that this earth, just moved around a little bit in this shape, is very, very similar to the symbol that some cultists use to depict the crawling king.
Sense. Just gonna look around a little bit and then go. Yes. Finally.
Sure, yeah. And as you take watch for a few more hours, eventually the rest of your party wakes from their slumber.
Just look around at them and be like, good morning. It appears that our other ally has left.
Oh,
Yeah, where's the turtle?
well, I mean, the turtle, he would not have gotten far. Because it was slow, you get it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I haven't had my coffee yet. Do I have coffee? I'm going to just start making food.
There's definitely coffee.
We'll be in a minute.
What do we do?
So my feeling is he never really contributed much to the group anyway, other than turtle stories. Just let him go.
I mean, I
we
don't.
could keep an eye out in case we encounter him again as we walk through the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, we were going to go back to Nicodranus, to get, to head to the Blight Shore, I think.
Question.
If we find him, we'll take him back.
Ravis, did
Yes.
you leave the earth as undisturbed as it was, or did you clean it up? Like the pattern?
Well, I did not intend to clean it up, so I left it undisturbed.
Okay, in that case, probably...
Not me.
Yeah.
My wisdom's a 9,
At
James.
least you know what you're about.
I mean, this
some
would be
numbers?
religion for sure. So if the 3 of you want to roll religion...
Oh, I'm pretty good at that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know already, Ravis, because...
But I want to do it
25?
anyway.
I am not an intelligent person.
Oh, sorry. 27.
Jesus.
Yeah. Killian, this is the symbol of the Crawling King, Torog himself.
Oh, he got taken.
Snatched.
You're talking about that? No, that was his deity. He told me years ago.
But Torog's has a lot of these fairy tales. They tell it was kids, be careful.
I don't think
Torog
they
will
do
grab
that.
you from beneath. That's a thing.
I don't
That's
think that happens.
incredibly nonchalant of you.
Look, I've seen it.
What?
Okay, maybe it happened.
You've seen this?
You've seen it. Where did Mother and Father send you?
I went to the east. To those. What's it called again? DM help.
Taldore? It's very far.
No.
But that's also west. Never mind.
To the dynasty.
What's the name?
Dynasty.
Jorhas. Damn.
Jorhas,
Okay, Jorhas. Yeah, there you go.
The Kreen Dynasty.
I wasn't sure if that was the name you were looking for, or like an alternative name? Because I know the rest of us don't. Right? We don't know that that's where Killian trained.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's been kind of flippant about mentioning it, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's
like
come
I
up.
know.
Okay, I
like
couldn't
obviously
remember.
Emerson knows where he went. But...
You know, I was in the Kreen Dynasty 120 years ago. Did I see Killian training?
Killian, the human early 20-something, was definitely there.
Okay,
For sure.
So should we just start going to Nicodranos to try to get passage somewhere, and maybe we will find him.
All right, Ravis. Ready?
Oh, it's that time again. All right.
Oh, can I ride on the head this time?
Sure.
Oh.
Just next time, Emerson, if you wouldn't mind, when you go up to my ear, don't get so close. The eardrums are huge. I can hear you pretty from a distance. It hurt a little bit.
That's good to know. Sorry, didn't mean to cause any discomfort.
It's fine. Don't worry about
I
it.
haven't really interacted with a lot of dinosaurs.
All right, go ahead.
Let's do it. I'm like eagerly waiting.
Killian just like dance a little bit, weave a little magic, take his thing, roll some numbers.
Roll some numbers.
Oh yeah.
Numbers are good enough for a 4th level spell, polymorph.
And Ravasaurus Rex comes back. And
Even
you
though
start
he's a
making your
brontosaur.
way in the direction of... Oh, it's your fault. Your nickname on Zoom is Ravasaurus
Oh, no.
Rex.
I know.
Oh no, I'm afraid. And you start making your way towards the outskirts of Nicodranas, which should be about half a day journey, I'd say. Yeah. 4 hours, let's say. I think it was 4 hours last time.
We just need to get out of the actual jungle for the wit dino.
Yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, in one of the villages adjacent to Nicodranas, Kelwart, you were visiting the family of your first mate because they just had a child. Was 1 or 2 days ago, you're not sure, but as soon as you were docked and your first mate got the message, and you made the trip to this village as soon as you could. And as you were, the 4 of you, so the parents, the 5 of you, I guess, the parents, the child, your first mate, and yourself, as you were chatting and looking at the baby and celebrating, suddenly the door just swings open with an unnecessary force. And this massive metallic construct-like humanoids of just walks in and demands to see the baby. Isa, James, take it away.
I think Kelwart, since he's like a guest in this situation, would probably look at his first mate, who is named Melba, and he'd say, hey, Melba, is this a friend of yours?
No, sorry, excuse me. What do you, who are you?
In the doorway, you see this huge warforged, like 6'5" warforged, like red and gold plating with this like fiery sort of arcane runes and patterns all over her body, with like a thick like covering of moss in patches over parts of her body, and this like big tattered black cloak over her also covered in moss. And she's just standing in the doorway, like staring between all of you, and just says, "You have recently had a child. When was it born?"
Well, I didn't have the baby, but 1 or 2 days ago. I can't really tell.
At this moment, the mother just kind of picks up the baby. Why do you want to know? Who are you?
My designation is Echo Sentinel 001. I was a creation of a great archmage, Falaya, and she has been reincarnated, and I must find her because it's my duty to protect her. So if I could examine the child, I could find out whether it is Falaya, And if she isn't, I'll leave. But if she is, then it is my sworn duty to protect her.
You know where this is going, is it? Make me a persuasion check.
Let's go. 8 in charisma.
When did you have that baby?
That's actually a 14.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right.
Give
fair
me
enough.
that baby.
With a 14, okay, maybe not. With a 14, the woman does not scream and run, but it's just no. No, you're not examining my baby. What are you talking about?
It is very important. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation. It is my duty to protect her, and I must find her.
Excuse me. And Kelwart is going to stand all of his 2'9" halfling self up. And when he does, you see he's wearing like very traditional, almost Halloween costume pirate dress. Like he's got the tights that are striped going up his legs. He has pants that have obviously been cut into like shipwreck mode. At the bottom, he's wearing a hat with like a skull and crossbones on it. It's like a 3-corner hat with a big feather, and he's got a very colorful green and red parrot on his shoulder. And he says, "Now listen here. You got 2 choices, Robot. You can either get turned into squid bait, or you can leave." Leave?
I would like to see you try, little man. Please
cast
allow me
polymorph.
to examine the baby.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
PvP. PvP.
So both the
saving throw.
Yeah.
18.
There can only be one.
Well, she must have some devilry about her. Resisted my most powerful spell.
At this point, you see the mother just give the baby to the father and just bolt outside the door of the house.
Real great mom move there.
Yep,
just
absolutely.
leaving your kid behind.
Echo just kind of watches her go and then just turns back to the man who's now holding the baby and is like, "Will you allow me to examine the child?"
Look, no, I need you. I need you to leave this house. This moment. This is. We don't know who you are. This is our child. I need you to leave. My wife went and to get the guards, and they'll be here anytime.
Do you need to hold the child to examine it, or could this be like he holds up the kid, you kind of examine it over, maybe one finger, like a gentle one finger kind of touch, could do whatever weird magic you need to do?
The projection was not clear, but perhaps it's something to do with the dodecahedron, and she just taps her chest where there is like a golden outline of a dodecahedron that's all ignited in that fiery orange light.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Mary, Killian, Ravis, and Emerson, you stroll into the first village that you get to, and as you
wait, no.
no longer in dinosaur form.
No, still doing it.
Oh, please, please.
Please let there be a dino here, Nunu. Please.
If Ravis
Sure.
just do that, Emerson's like, please stop making that sound.
You walk into the town in dinosaur form. Everyone runs screaming.
Fusion Echo grabs the baby.
Exactly.
Story over.
Killian's just yelling, "It's a herbivore!"
The campaign ends.
Great job.
Mary's just
everybody.
playing the Flintstone theme on their hurdy-gurdy from the top of Ravis's
Wow.
head.
But yeah, joking aside, I assume that you wouldn't cast polymorph after a couple of times because you have a limited amount of.
Yeah, I
uses,
wouldn't
right?
cast it once we were out of the actual proper jungle.
Fair enough. So at this point, it is just Ravis, no Saurus.
Here.
But as you reach what seems to be the center of this village with a stone well here, a woman comes running and just looking in every direction and looks at you, especially Ravis in full plate, and just comes running, just grabs you by the arm, Ravis. Please, help! I can't find the guard. There's a monster in my house. They want to take my baby.
Summon my my morning star to my hand and go, show us where.
This way, and it just starts running.
Emerson's like, do you think Echo's here?
Oh, Scheisse, she was looking for a baby.
That's kind of my thought also.
Hurry.
This is kind of the natural progression of that desire, you know.
I mean,
We are not far
Not wrong.
from where we saw her. We should probably go, and I'm just gonna start playing chase music and follow.
you know, she
Killian will
wants
get running.
I was right with the woman and going, you really don't run fast enough. Come on! Show me where your baby is.
What even is your speed? Come on.
What's your movement speed?
Let you know my speed is 28, so it's just slightly lower than yours. But eventually, Ravis, you probably the first one to make it to the door as the door is just wide open, and you see this scene of a man holding a baby, a woman very confused looking in every direction, a halfling man with a pirate's hat and a parrot on his shoulder, and Echo standing there.
Just
Trying
as I
very
rush
hard
in.
to explain what's she's giving the spiel, the whole Falaya spiel, trying over and over again.
As I rush in, I just thrust my Morningstar forward and go, Harkin monster to... Oh, it's just... that's not a monster. That's don't worry about Echo, how are you?
Oh my god, she has a gang!
Excuse me, we're not a gang. We're just here together.
It is good to see you, friends. Perhaps they'll listen to you, because, I assume I look quite threatening. I didn't really have to interact with anyone other than Falaya
Trying
usually.
to take a baby? What is going on, Echo?
Echo, is this the baby? Is this
It
the
might-
one?
You need this baby?
It might be, and so I need to examine it, but they won't allow me to.
Oh. Let I, the most charismatic of the group, ask the people. The robot have their baby.
Are you?
You just go around to anyone with a baby asking them this?
Well, this is
It has to
very...
be a baby born within the time frame from when these people found me and woke me from my sleep.
centuries rest.
And
It's
within
very
100 miles
confusing.
of the location.
Yeah.
No.
This is a
It
very
is a very long story.
it's a very specific incident, but clearly we can all agree to just let her just briefly examine the child, and then we'll be out of your hair.
Look, this is probably not it. Just let me and Killian
It's
just gotta
probably nothing.
Killian just gotta pull the baby to him. Telekinetically. The baby needs to make a strength save.
What? Person's like, Rachel, you cannot just tell it. You can't just take
This is a
these
very
babies from
fresh
them.
baby.
You can't just take someone's baby, Killian.
This is right out of the machine.
The force supports the neck, I promise.
Very on brand. That was a natural one for the baby.
Very on brand.
And Killian just have to hold the baby. Rocking a little bit.
Where did you learn how to hold a baby?
Is this really the time to talk about this, Emerson?
I feel like he's not telling you something else.
It's the
I also
child.
just
Is
stole
the father
somebody's
freaking out right now?
You just
The
stole
father
somebody's
is,
baby.
as you do this and the baby kind of floats towards you, the father is full on sprinting at you. At this
Don't worry
point-
about it. Just go to sleep.
The
Oh my god.
Emerson's now just be like, we never should have left. We never should have left.
Echo, your problem. Echo, your problem.
I did.
so as
I
you're
did cast
passing
sleep.
on, so we're just gonna
Should've
play
let
it fast and
Smack
loose
do
because
it.
I don't want to roll initiative here. But
Reasonable.
as you're trying to pass on the baby, the father just tries to hold the baby securely without doing too much force and just punches you in the face. To be honest,
Interference.
Reasonable.
that is a 14 to hit. I don't know if it hits.
I guess I'll for entertainment's sake, I'll say I didn't major armor this morning, so that hits me.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage.
I'll telekinesis him away. Make a strength save.
But did my 21 points of sleep work?
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, absolutely. So who falls asleep here? The baby,
Well,
the man,
James.
and the woman.
What is
Okay,
so
happening?
But hey, the
Once-
baby's asleep.
Hey,
want you to know-
sleeping baby.
What
I
is-
want you to know, for the sake of the child, why don't we just all handle this very calmly? No more spells, all right? No more magic. You can look at the kid, but if that kid dies, I will turn into a Tyrannosaurus
Oh.
Rex, so help me God, and eat every single one of you.
I've
You know,
told you, if
that's
this is
very
Flyer, it's my
interesting.
sworn duty to
yeah.
protect her. Why would I kill the baby? And she's already walking over to pick up the baby.
No, the baby didn't fall.
No. Emerson's just gonna like walk over to Coward and be like, "Sir, I apologize for the actions of my compatriots. We will be out of your hair momentarily. Echo, will you check the baby so that we can leave, please?"
She's
So-
already trying to do it.
At
She's
this
so
point, I'm just
carrying her,
gonna-
she's holding it.
Yeah, just gonna paint the scene kind of broadly. So at this point, you have the 5 of you there just chatting. Ravis casts sleep, so the parents and the baby are fast asleep.
I am now
Coward-
playing a lullaby on my hurdy-gurdy.
We were a mistake.
Calvert is threatening to transform into a T-Rex if you don't behave, and Melba is just there, rapier in hand, just very.
Yes,
And-
it'll be okay, Melba. I think these people are just weird, not dangerous.
Are you sure? Because
No, I am not sure.
this is
but
my nephew.
yes, I promise. You have my word that if something happens to the baby, I will turn into a T-Rex and eat them, and you can be the new captain of the Jolly Stingray.
Ooh. Okay. Kind of sheaths the rapier. Echo, you pick up the baby, and there's nothing. There's no sign, no spark, no hint, no connection. Your core remains exactly the same.
Okay. She just kind of holds the baby, stares at it for a few moments, and then just shakes her head and says, "You can have it back," and hands it
To the sleeping parents.
Yeah.
No, to the first mate.
Tosses over shoulder.
They only sleep for 1 minute.
Yeah. She kind of takes the baby and puts him down on the little bed, and then eventually the parents start coming back to consciousness. Don't know if you want to be there when that happens or you want to. Up to you.
Probably better if we're not.
Dylan will cast Mage Armor.
I'm gonna leave like 5 gold on the table
Okay.
as we leave, like for your troubles. Because apparently I'm the only one that knows how to interact with other living creatures.
I thought that went well.
Echo's situation. Yeah, as soon as she's like handed the baby off, she's like, "That was not Flyer. I must look through the rest of the town," and then just starts walking out. The door.
Echo, right? It was Echo.
Echo Sentinel 001.
Yes. If that was the baby, what was the plan? Would you eat it? Would you I just trying to figure out
I do
what
not
you're
need
gonna
to
do
eat.
when you do find an innocent baby who matches your specifications.
Oh, Buddy is.
I do not need to eat, so I do not understand what the purpose in eating the baby would be.
Well,
And
that's
as I said, my duty is to protect Falaya, so if I find Falaya, then I will protect Falaya.
Yeah, but you're not gonna steal it,
Seems fairly
the
straightforward.
baby from their parents, right? You're not gonna rob, thief a baby.
Well,
Well, I'm sure that, Echo, you could guard the baby wherever they are, right? So, I mean.
or we could get you a papoose or something to make it a little easier.
Oh my god, I need the art!
I want to draw this art, by the way. I will. What is a papoose?
It's like a carry
Like
thingy,
a little
mabob.
carrier, you put a child in it and you can like move your arms and things while the
No
baby
hands.
is secured on your chest.
It's a way to turn a baby into a breastplate.
I see.
I mean, I would not recommend that, but.
I don't think the armor
That's
cost
close
me
to
very
true.
high.
So this is something that is required for raising a baby.
It is useful.
Dude,
What? Yeah.
let's just say yes for now, because it's more important topics.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cal, what was it?
Yes, Captain Kelwart Snurgood, and he will take off his hat and bow. And as he does, there's all this like long, wild brown hair that kind of falls over his face, and he throws it back and he puts it back on. And this is me bird, Patty. Say hello, Patty.
Hello. Yeah, guten Tag. My name is Mary. It is very nice to meet you. What is it that you are a captain of, my friend?
Oh, well, only the finest ship in all of Nicodranus's port and all of here in Wildemount. So, yes, we go to all the shores. That is our mission. Seek out new adventures, treasure, whatever it may be. And this is my first mate, Melba.
Hello.
Hi.
At this point, she's just exiting the house. It's really sorry. It's fine. It's fine. Just take the money. And closes the door.
The Raven Queen will watch over the child.
You all are a bit. I mean, have you met people before? Do you know how to interact with people?
I
can't speak for the rest of the group. I do know that he was raised better than that. Pointing at my brother. So I do apologize.
It was just a simple request. I don't understand what the issue was.
A simp.
I apologize.
You have to admit, it wasn't complicated.
You all made it much more difficult than it needed to be.
That's not helpful.
You still haven't answered the question of, would you steal the baby, which is a bad thing to do.
Well, it is my duty to protect Falia, so in whatever way I suppose the parents wanted that to happen is how I would do it.
And if the parents didn't want it to happen?
I suppose I would have to return later when the child was older and could make the decision for themselves.
All right, well,
Usually,
Because
so
Falia would obviously...
You're ethical.
Falia would obviously want to be protected by me. It's what she created me for, so naturally.
Usually in these cases, you have someone who knew the person, like bring them up to speed and, tease out the memories so they can kind of become the person they were before.
Usually?
Yeah, this happens, in places.
How do you
Wait a
know
second.
these things?
Are you from...
Yeah?
Are you all from Jorhas, talking about reincarnation and things like that?
Raven
Nine.
Queen. So, I mean, that's the whole thing here, whatever,
I just read a lot. It's really nothing.
He does. I've seen him do it. I've watched.
I'm from there, and she points to the jungle.
A little to the left.
Right.
No, I am from Rexentrum, way up in the north, if you cannot tell, but it is very nice to meet you, Captain. And I give a weird salute, because I have clearly never done one before.
Yes, no salute necessary. Although, Captain, yes, is preferred. So, where might you be headed?
Oh, well, I think we were actually off to Nicodranus to see if we could, barter for some passage somewhere. Is this ship you have taken on, new commissioned routes or something?
Are you for hire? If
We
you
have money.
If you have the finest ship in Wildemount, then
Oh yeah,
clearly
they have
that's where we
money.
want to be sailing.
Point.
I look at Melba, and like my whole expression and demeanor changes, and I say, well, we do have a charter pending. I could be convinced if the price was right to...
Okay.
I don't know,
Yes,
Captain.
and
I mean,
what-
they're going to pay us very well.
I mean, they do
Okay.
have a baby thief with them. That is going to be an extra fee.
Potential
Okay.
baby.
Honestly,
thief.
we can
Nothing
just
has
go.
I
been
was not
proven.
Not
We have
taking a
stolen no
baby with
babies.
us.
Okay, Captain, about 3 minutes ago, you just about offered to give your ship away, so it can't be that nice. Come on, what's your price?
Oh, well,
Right.
that's
Oh,
to
scheiße.
Melba.
I don't
And
even
that was-
think that this person can be trusted. We should just go see Jarek. That's
What's
all
the
we
price?
need.
Yes,
Jarek!
just tell us what the price is, and we can
Well,
Give me
I
a number.
suppose it depends on where you want to go.
And Emerson will look at Ravis.
Like, sure.
Be like, where?
Right, sure.
Blightshore, yes.
What?
Sure.
Well, you said it's the finest ship on any shore. and
That
Blightshore
is a good
shore.
one. That is a good one. That is a good joke, right, Melba?
I am
Oh,
completely
even the
serious.
parrot's laughing.
We are,
my
we are
God.
serious. Like,
Lightshore.
this is not a joke.
The
Wait,
parrot
why-
laughs as a reflection of you. It's not like they know that it's a joke, which it's not. We actually want to go there.
Yes, we
I
need
don't know.
to-
Sometimes the parrot is smarter than the pirate.
That's true. Probably now.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, snap.
I said sometimes. I didn't say it was this time. That remains to be seen.
So you
but I did.
really want to go to Blightshore?
Well, need to at least.
Yes.
A little less now, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, why is that? Is one of you dying, hoping the shores will raise you as a hollow one again? Is that part of your plan?
Yeah, probably.
Here? Yeah.
I mean, if you are too scared to take us, I am sure we will figure something else out.
Oh, so scared. Now listen here, Mary. I want you to know and tell all your friends that me, Captain Kelwart Snurgood, has never turned down a commission to Blightshore if the price was right. So, I don't know, Melba. Let's see. Let's roll the calculations. Carry the one. Let's say 1,500 gold pieces.
Hand him 2 copper.
Okay.
That's just insulting,
Tell you
Roberts.
what.
No,
It
it,
look-
was
it
for his
sounds like-
time because this is ridiculous and that price is way too high. I'm paying him for the fee
How-
of
Okay,
figuring
okay.
things
How
out.
about this? It sounds like you all are very capable combatants. That was, I've seen you best a baby and their parents.
The baby was quite strong, though.
I assume that that you all are rather powerful, especially this. I have never quite seen a person like yourself, Echo, and your magics are all very powerful. What if, instead of payment, you work for me? On the way to Blightshore, we could encounter any number of hazards, terrifying things, dragon turtles, for instance, krakens, giant octopi, which are different than krakens, by the way. We'll get into that. There's a whole manual you have to read before you get on the boat. There will
Oh.
be a test. Everybody else
my
wear a
dear
life
Lord.
jacket at all times.
I have
It's,
never been on a boat. Is that a problem?
No, it's fine. We'll teach you everything you need to know.
Is there a not that I don't appreciate your wonderful offer, is there a non-working alternative that you could put some kind of monetary value on
1,500 gold pieces.
for one person? That seems a little excessive. I
Oh,
could
you
give
wa-
you 50.
You, I don't think that's going to be.
I will write a
No.
song about your adventure taking us to Blightshore.
That
And-
is
and
very
they will write a
exciting,
song
and I
about
thank you
taking
for
us to
that.
Blightshore.
I thank you for the song.
You
But
know, only
yes.
if you make it good.
Hey, look, we're more than willing to help defend the ship if catastrophe strikes by happenstance along the way. But if you try to fly a little boat thing into like the middle of something that's deadly that you've been trying to fight for like years and years and years intentionally, then I remand our agreement.
I don't know, that sounds kind of fun.
So
I mean-
if
Unless
you
that's what we
remand-
want to do, I guess.
I don't want to fight a kraken for what it's worth, if that's avoidable in any
well,
way.
it's definitely not a kraken.
And
But
what
there isn't it.
is-
That tells us
is-
there's an it.
Is it a dragon turtle?
It's
I would also like it to
definitely
not,
not
be
a dragon turtle.
Are you
It's
sure?
nothing.
It's
It is
How
turtle
about you
dragon.
tell us what it is, and then, we can work something out.
All right. Well, how about this? We'll head on back through the jungle to Nicodranus, and I'll tell you the tale on the way.
Sure.
Oh, I love
That
stories.
sounds fine, yes.
We could use a mount of sorts, though, as it were.
I just start playing the Flintstones theme again and start to look at Ravis.
I don't know. I only got 2 of these spell slots, fam.
Don't suppose anyone's willing to become a mastodon, as it were.
No, I'm more of a pterodactyl person
Not
myself.
really big enough for all of these people.
I
mean,
don't
it's
know
quite
what
a
that
number.
is.
Yes, perhaps an apatosaurus.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but it sounds.
Oh, it's what some people call it a brontosaurus.
Oh. Oh. Yeah,
That's what you
yes, that's exactly what
You know,
I
a
was.
Quetzalcoatlus might carry us all. It could fly.
Oh, Quetzalcoatlus, yes, I love flying.
Okay, nerds. Well, which one are we turning into?
I prefer not the flying one. That's very hard to hold on to.
It's fair.
Bravosaurus.
Apatosaurus.
It's canon now.
This is all you use me for.
Well, also the
Easter
healing.
burden.
Oh, I mean, if you prefer to ride, Melba could do it.
Oh, that's
Oh.
not going to cost us extra, is it?
They have toast.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, so.
You know what? No, I'll do it because we don't yet know you, and I don't want to get eaten by your friend because we won't pay.
Oh, don't
It's
you
a
know
herbivore.
apatosauruses are herbivores?
Yes,
They never
but they
eat
would.
you.
It would be controlled by somebody who's not and might eat us for not agreeing to your terms.
Listen, I would say if Melba didn't stab you for trying to steal her nephew, odds are she's not going to eat you now, but that's fair.
I'm not gonna stand here and be judged by people that try to steal babies. This is
I was not
unacceptable.
trying to steal the baby. I merely
we
was
stopped
examining
it.
it to
Moment-
establish whether or not it was Falaya.
Yes, and of
She
course,
was trying
it
to
wasn't a judgment.
momentarily observe the baby.
Sounded a lot like stealing to me.
So, this is a foreclosed issue. Before we go Robosaurusing, Echo, it was
Yes.
exquisite to see you again. I'm sad you're gonna have to leave you behind. You still gotta find Falaya and all that.
You know, it is possible.
To tell you the
Come with
truth,
us.
I have searched this town already, and it seems there have not been any more children born during the allotted time frame. So
Oh,
I will have to search elsewhere.
Search
Well,
Nicodranis.
yeah, we
Like-
can take
like
you
this
elsewhere.
direction?
Perhaps.
Are you sure you want to? I mean, we're not that good a company, right? Like, just stay, like, generally in this area where you arrived. Like, that must be where the Falaya is, right?
Do you not want me to come with you, Killian?
Yeah, Killian, do you not want her to come
Yeah,
with us?
Killian,
Why don't you like
wound me.
Echo
I
Killer?
think you wound me. I think you're I think you're too wonderful for my own good, but that's beside the point. I'm just think that it might not. We might not be the best company for you. I'm just being silly. Ignore me. Come on, let's go.
It does seem like the rest of you would like Echo to come, and just this one person is sort of arguing against it.
Oh, he has a good point. You are very smart, you know.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Anyway, look,
Saw
we
some of
gotta
the
get on
previous
way.
episodes.
Um,
I will reach up, and I am going to boop Sir Ravis on the nose, and turn him into a Brontosaurus.
Yes.
Ravosaurus Rex. Get it?
It's still a Brontosaurus.
Somehow, again, people that were out and about just scream and run as this dinosaur appears in the middle of town again.
It is an herbivore.
But soon enough, you make it outside of the village and
I
continue
would like to
your way
eat the
through this
halflings.
path. Yeah, sure. And make your
Oh my
way
lord.
up until you reach close by to the gates of the city of Nicodranis, where I assume Brontosaurus is no more.
Probably. Yeah, I would drop concentration.
Yeah. So
Everyone
as you approach
falls.
the gates, Ravis falls to the ground.
I don't fall.
But first,
They fall.
yeah, no, you fall. No, you...
It does the cartoon thing where you shrink up into the center
Yeah.
point in the air and just.
Oh.
Everybody
You know,
dies.
Thing. Yeah. Ravis falls, everybody dies.
Everybody does, yeah. Ooh. But yeah, you are now back in Nicodranus. You can feel the livelihood of the city once more. You feel the smell, the heat, and the pleasant company of lively people everywhere in the streets. The color, the sun, the smell of the ocean to your left, I'd say, and a slight breeze carrying the aromas of the local markets. You going towards the docks? Is that the plan?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
To get any provisions or anything before we set sail,
And
Captain?
did we
are
hear the
you-
captain's thrilling tale as we
Oh,
traveled?
yeah. What about
Oh
the tail?
yeah.
What was this
Oh,
creature?
So as we're riding on the back of the Brontosaurus, he rolls up his pant leg and rolls down his stocking. It's weird. They're like not connected stockings. You know, he's got like they're like real
Layers.
long socks. So he's
Yeah.
able to roll one down, and as he does, you can see that like his entire calf muscle on one of his legs is missing, and there's this gnarly scar there. And he says, "It wasn't long ago that I come myself from Jorhas. I am a part of a reclusive group of halflings that live out there, but I wanted to see the wider world. And so I made my way to the shore, and I'd never seen the ocean before. Something so big and beautiful and blue and wet and salty, spraying in your face. And I decided to sail the seas. I worked my way up, saved every copper that I got, and bought myself the best ship in the harbor, the old Jolly Stingray. I cannot tell you how good this ship has been to me. We've seen a lot together, including the Lightning Shark. Now, there are tales of such a creature. Sails the seas, a shark the size of a whale, wreathed in lightning. And this has attacked my Jolly Stingray more than once, and I have vowed to destroy it. It's usually along the southern shores of Wildemount, and I got into the water and wrestled with this thing the last time we met one another. And that's how I got this, and I pat my calf. But don't worry, I gave him a bite just as big back. And scar for scar, we have matched one another. Now I need some help to end it, so thanks.
You gave a bite just as your mouth does not look as big as a shark's.
I'm sorry, did you say lightning shark? Is this a shark made out of lightning? Or...
But the size of a whale. So is this a shark or a whale shark?
I don't know.
Was it
I'm
right,
sold.
Bolt
lightning, or is
003?
it made of lightning?
We have questions.
It's like a not made of
Or is it
lightning, but like a shark that lightning runs down the side, lightning crackles over his form.
I don't know what
Oh,
answer I thought would
storm
be better,
shark.
but that seems like the worst option.
I'm sold. Let's do it. Sounds fun.
Is it
I know I
going
like
to be
this
a problem that I cannot swim?
Oh no. In fact, that won't be a problem at all. I have
Oh,
magic.
wunderbar.
Yes, I could make it so that you could breathe the water or walk
Oh.
on the water.
Well, that is handy. I am not so good at, like fighting big monsters from very far away, so,
Oh,
if you
yes.
need help, I will not be much help.
I do
Otherwise.
not believe I am programmed with knowledge to swim, but I can try.
Do you need,
You
to,
need
breathe?
to breathe?
No.
Oh, but she might sink really fast, I mean.
don't-
And I just gesture.
You don't want to lose Echo.
Does
Well,
Echo just sink immediately?
Just whoop.
Do we need
Elliot.
to get her some water wingies?
Floaties.
Let-
Is she
just,
equipped
like,
with
I mean,
like a
her
pool
athletics is
noodle?
very
Can we, like,
high, so
can we
I'm assuming she
enchant-
can swim.
Can we enchant some water wings with like a levitate spell?
So I can make up to 10 of you walk on water.
Oh,
There we
neat.
go.
Oh, that's very convenient.
Yeah.
That is useful.
Doesn't
Okay.
really help fighting a lightning shark though, because they're in the water.
But when it comes up to swallow one of us whole with lightning mouth, then we can just smack it. It'll be completely
there-
safe.
Yes,
Is
don't
there
worry, we'll
something-
chum the water to bring it to the surface.
I don't know what that means. That does not translate.
Don't worry, Mary. Your first job, chum cutter on the boat.
I feel like I will not like this job. Do we though? Before we get on the boat, is there something that would be helpful for fighting this monster that we need? You know, like you are experienced. I don't know. You know, boats. I have never been on a boat, Captain. I am actually very excited.
Oh, it's gonna change your life, Mary.
Mary's hurdy-gurdy is actually painted with like ocean scenes on it, so you can probably tell they are genuinely very excited to go on a boat.
We've got well, we've got plenty of food. Tell me if I am wrong in any of this. We've got plenty of food and provisions. We've got a ballista mounted to the front of the boat. If any of you are able to resist lightning, that might be a good thing to think about.
I have never tried. I'm going to guess not so much.
It's okay. I can't resist lightning either, and I've fought him many times.
Oh, okay, we will be fine then.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, you know, use your discretion. It's a long trip it is literally on the other side of this continent. So it is a long trip to Blightshore. And you should probably be prepared for when we reach Blightshore. Everything that the Menagerie Coast is, Blightshore is not. So I don't know if any of you have ever been there, but they have these hollow ones who are actually rather nice individuals. They're the nicest people you'll meet in Blightshore because everything else is a terrifying monster trying to kill you.
This is pretty much accurate, yes.
Oh, you know Blightshore?
Yes.
Raven Queen.
I was there for over 600 years.
So you know then, you're an elf, obviously. I can't believe I didn't pick up on that.
I'm also one of the hollow ones you speak of.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Of a sort. Of a sort. It's
Well,
similar.
you know what they say in Blightshore, it's better to meet a hollowed one than to meet either the Myriad or the Revelry, so we're good.
I've met both.
I have several questions.
When you're there for 600 years, it ends up happening.
then we should be fine.
Yes. Yes, be careful with the Revelry. That's a good point. You know pirates, right?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
probably looking at one right now, honestly, but whatever.
didn't you see his pants?
This is the fashion. This is the fashion here in the Menagerie Coast.
Ravis, I think they like being called privateers these days.
Oh, I apologize.
Independent
Pirateers.
contractor.
Emerson's just like going like blue screen at this is the fashion, just like
No. How can this be?
like looks down at my clothes, be like, I don't know. Okay.
Before we set
It's
sail.
okay. It's okay. You're underdressed. I understand. Don't feel self-conscious about it.
Oh, I assure you, I am not.
Oh, that's good that you're not self-conscious. Glad to hear it.
Maybe we should go stock up on some potions before we go, yeah.
I think I hear Mom calling me. I'm just gonna go back to Trump.
Emerson.
Just speaking of Emerson, before we move on,
Ooh,
Um,
oh
Oh
no.
my god, I don't like any. I gotta.
can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
No, I absolutely
Oh
cannot.
shit!
Actually, I might be able to. We'll see.
Oh, is your boss gonna spy on you? I bet your boss is spying on you.
Which boss?
Oh, true.
That is an 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah, my wisdom's not garbage. My wisdom's actually pretty good for once.
That's a good number.
That is a good number.
It's 2 below the highest number.
We like math here at the Chromatic.
There are no
Chimera.
numbers above 20. You heard
No,
it here, fam.
It ends at 20. Yeah, good. You feel nothing. So carry on.
You
I
feel
don't. I
nothing.
don't feel any. I feel.
You feel nothing
nothing
inside. You're dead inside, Emerson.
Oh, so So close.
You feel nothing as that dagger.
So, as you
Please.
move around the streets and try and find a potion vendor, Ravis,
Yes.
as this conversation is carrying on and you quickly lose interest because pirate fashion is not your forte, you start hearing a different voice inside your head. Ah, finally. Can you hear me already?
Yes.
So, I can feel it too, you know. I know why you're doing this, but you sure you want to use me?
I was told I probably should.
Good. I think we're gonna be good friends.
We'll see.
Especially your group. Tasty bunch. I can feel them far away.
We don't touch them.
Not yet, at least. You'll come around. And dead silence.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
You eventually find a place that sells potions. What are you looking to buy? Just so we can speed it up.
Just some healing potions.
Echo has
been
no
here
money.
Oh, that is okay. Mary actually does not care too much about money. So we'll buy what we can. Just, whatever, standard,
I deliberately
you wanna
made her
give
with
us,
no
GM?
money because I was like,
Yeah, it was like,
it's only a guest character, and why would she have any money? She doesn't need it.
yeah.
That's
Whoops.
true.
It's okay. Emerson also doesn't care about money, and she's got a ton of it from when she robbed her mom. So it's fine.
Oh yeah, that was the thing that happened.
I borrowed some of my own inheritance whilst one of my parents was still alive. It's fine.
So,
Good.
just the half from the parent that's not around anymore, really, it works out.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, inheritance in advance. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like getting just got an
Yeah.
advance on it.
Sure. But yeah, you want to buy what? Like 4 potions?
Sure.
Regulars?
Yeah, that's
so that's
fine.
200 gold.
Done.
Perfect. Eventually, you then, after buying said potions, would you like to buy some potions of lightning resist while you're at it?
Ooh, that is
I'll
a
say
good
you can find
idea.
2. You can find like 2 for 300 gold. Both of them, if you
Okay.
want.
I'll buy them.
Yeah.
I got money.
There you go. You buy the potions.
Travis is reaching in for his money and then goes, oh, you've got it, okay.
I'll toss one to Mary,
Ooh,
and
danke
I
schön.
shall keep the other one.
I'm also gonna give some of my potions out because I had one in my inventory, so I'm gonna give one to Emerson, one to Echo, and yeah, I'll give one to Killian, I guess. They're a lot less cheerful about that one now.
Which type of potion is it?
Just a standard.
Yeah, 1d4 plus
Okay.
1.
Did I do
No, is
something to
2d4
make you
plus
not
2.
like me?
2d4 plus 2, yeah. This
Oh, no,
Rules.
this is fine.
Good, because nobody used the potions I got for them, so that means we actually have extra, which is
I
great.
did because
Oh,
I went to Unconscious World when we
Right.
fought that big robot thing.
forgot about that.
Yep.
Oops.
So, but that's
Yeah.
good. That means that
Big
some people have
oops.
extras, which is very good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you make your way towards the docks, and it's a very different surrounding here. Like, it's not the vibrant colors and the vibrant smells of the center of the city with all the markets. This is much more grimy and and less taken care of, but still very pristine. And there's guard everywhere. You see several Jolezo running around patrolling, and it doesn't seem to be any shady business whatsoever in this part of the dock. So whatever Captain Calvert told you, it seems that it's true. This is, at least he's docked his ship on a prestigious part of the Nicodranas port. So there you go.
Oh.
So as you go down the walkway, Calvert, describe how the ship looks like.
Okay, so as you walk up, Kelwart is standing on the dock and he goes, "There she is! The Jolly Stingray!" And there is this massive, like, Little Mermaid, the ship at the end where it's like all nice and they're getting married on it, like massive galleon with these nice gilded inlay and all this kind of stuff. And it shoves off. And as it shoves off, then behind it is this like rinky-dink skiff that, like, the Jolly Stingray is painted like Bart Simpson has written it on the side in like black paint. Like a plank falls out as you're looking at it, and there's this like heavy ballista on one end that is so heavy that like the boat is sinking a little bit in that side. It's like lopsided in the water, and it smells, and you can like see barnacles, and there's a bunch of more or less like lazy crew members of all different ancestries kind of laying about the deck of the ship.
Emerson
I love
stops and is like, I do not want to get on that ship.
I would rather teleport to a fake teleportation circle.
Mary is beaming and into it.
The siblings are just like, absolutely fucking not.
Echo's just like, so we wait here for the ship, yes?
Echo, that right there, that's the ship. That one.
That's not a ship.
At best, that is a boat.
Echo,
sea
maybe
Not a ship.
Echo, you like hang out towards the back half. What do they call that? It is like the, I don't know, ass of the ship. There's a special word for it, right?
It's called a
Ass of
stern.
the ship. Nope, it's the ass.
Nope, it is the ass. Pretty sure.
Could you, hey, come on. It's not funny. Lower the gangplank. Lower the gangplank. And I'm like standing there trying to get them to lower the ramp down to the deck. And they are, my crew does not respect me.
I will cast mage hands.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And just like pull the.
just roll me a d20, Mary.
And my crew does not respect me.
Gonna have it
just say
break,
12.
Nunu.
12. Sorry?
You're gonna have it break, Nunu.
Yeah, maybe. No, 12 is good enough. You see as Calvert shouts, yeah, maybe just lower it. You hear the clinking of bottles up above as people start to hurriedly put things away. And soon enough, as Mary starts dragging the plank down, a calico tabaxi, quite rotund, just very sloppily comes down and looks down. Oh, Captain, you're back? I wasn't expecting you so soon.
Yeah, I'm back, salt on the water, and we got a commish. So make sure the guest cabins are nice and clean.
About that, could you come back in like 1 hour?
Well, I'll give them the tour of the deck for now.
Oh, okay. You got the plank, right? Okay, it kind of starts running down deck, and eventually you lower the plank with your mage hand, and you can walk on deck. No
I
problem.
am feeling good about this choice, you guys.
I assume we hear like splashes as people are ditching their bottles over the side, and
Yep, absolutely.
Captain,
yes.
I was always taught not to ask questions you don't want to know the answers to, but yet I am going to ask, how many sleeping cabins are on this ship?
What you mean, for everyone or for you?
Like for us?
For your group?
Yes.
Oh, well, one, of course. In fact,
You see Emerson's soul start to leave her body.
in fact, you have an extra empty bunk, so you're gonna have a lot of space in there. Because there's
It's worse
5
than
of
the
you.
jungle.
I don't sleep.
Neither do I.
He waits.
Excellent.
I wait.
Well, look at that. You got 6 beds, and only 3 of you need them. That's what we call high living here on the high seas. Ho ho!
Oh, I like that. I see what you did there. I think we are going to get along just fine.
That's the spirit, Mary.
I am now switching to playing just like the most stereotypically like pirate shanty music.
All the pirates dance.
It's pretty much a MIDI file, like
Yeah,
nonstop.
Emerson just like looks like Killian is like, is this real life? Is this real? Is this really happening?
Now look, the trip to the Blight Shore is only gonna take 6 months, 9 if we hit some bad weather. So, you'll be over your bed in no time, and then you'll be on the shores of Blight Shore. So, there you go.
Yeah, it will be fine. That is a long journey, though.
Like I said, other side of the continent. So,
Hey,
That
DM.
is fair.
It's probably less than that.
That's
isn't it?
within the radius.
Dragon
canon.
Manager.
It's like around the peninsula.
You
isn't
said
it?
it,
Like-
it's canon now.
Yeah, but
Lean over to my brother again and just be like, there's no chance the teleportation council is real, is there?
Well, actually, if you let me study for a few weeks, I might learn. I do have some circles and got her closer, from my time studying. Closer, they're not great.
Dragon Manager, when you find this out, how long did it take me to come from Blight Shore to Nicodranus?
100 years.
Now, let me see.
600 years.
On a boat.
Yeah.
So it's
600
like
years.
400. It's like 600 miles. What is that in?
Or like 600
yeah.
smiles.
But is it
am I
nautical
right?
miles?
Yeah, well, it's
No, normal miles.
Nautical smiles.
600 miles.
Divided.
Nautical smiles.
so yeah,
Well,
I'll
it's a
do the
crappy ship.
24.
Hey.
How fast does it really go?
So it's probably gonna take about 9 days, honestly.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
It's
Yeah.
not very long.
I grin because I know that this is messing with them, right? Oh yeah, you'll have to be
Linear
stocked up for
time.
weeks. And by the way, if you get seasick, there's only 1 bucket in your room, and that's also the toilet. So be careful.
Okay, so just like growing ups, this is fine. Let's go. I like skip on over cheerfully.
Raise the gangplank. It's too late for him now.
It's only like 2 weeks to
No one raises the gangplank.
Out of interest, is Blightshore within the 1,000-mile radius?
No. And it's 100 miles. I think I may have told you
Oh, is it?
1,000.
I thought you
is
said it
100,
was
yeah.
1,000. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
Echo does not know
Probably.
this though, so she's just like, yeah, whatever.
Surely it's close enough.
Killian will flick his hand and pull the gangplank up.
Yep. Easy enough.
You do
So,
that now.
Listen,
we're
you all
trapped
keep this up, you're gonna get promoted to first mate. And
Please no.
Melba
kidding,
just looks at you. Huh? You literally just met my cousin, my newborn cousin, and this is how you treat me. Okay, I mean, sure.
Would you like me to throw your old first mate overboard?
No, not Melba. They're the only reliable crew member that I have.
Exactly. And that's why I'm going down there and see if everything's going okay. Anyway, goodbye. And Melba just makes her way down deck. And eventually, you a few minutes later, you see the entirety of the ship. As Keller kind of gives you the hints, the pointers here and there
These are
on
the
how to.
cabins. This is where the cargo goes when we have cargo that we're transporting. Yep, there we go. That's the ship. So, yeah, that's the ballista. That's fun. Maybe we'll get to use that, hopefully. I'll let some of you steer once we get out into the open.
Ooh.
That wheel doesn't really do anything, so it's fine. But as far as you just got to stand there and you kind of look cool while you're working it. It's great.
Yeah, I want somebody to like draw a picture of me at the wheel.
Is there nothing connecting to the rudder?
Yeah, like how do we turn?
Turn. I'm just kidding with you. Of course it's connected to a rudder.
Dear Lord.
Look into the rudder. Make sure that.
Mary, please tell me you at least know some good sea songs or something to redeem this situation.
I mean, I have never actually been on the sea, but I have read a bunch of songs, so I will do what I can. Oh, I bet I can learn some really good ones from these guys. Oh, man. Mary's gonna learn some new words.
Yeah. Oh no. But yeah, as you familiarize yourselves with the rest of the ship, is there anything else you want to do or talk about before you set sail?
Mary would spend time turning Ava into something better for boatliness. I haven't decided what creature yet, but I will recast Find Familiar
Sure.
to something more aquatic friendly.
Yeah.
That takes an
problem.
hour, so I figured
okay.
I'd say that before we leave.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think Echo will take Ravis aside at some point.
That's great, because I was about to take you aside.
Oh, there you go.
Man!
Take
Take
each
each other aside.
Actually, no.
Oh, you
taking
wanna take me- oh.
aside implies that she's being subtle, which she does not know how to be. So she just walks up to Ravis and is like, "You disposed of the artifact in the way in which we discussed prior, yes?"
Of course.
I think your pants are smoking a little bit.
Good.
Also, I actually wanted to speak to you. We are going to Blightshore, a place of rebirth, well, of a sort. There's actually a possibility that for some reason your liar has been reborn there. I don't know
Why is
how
that?
long, but like a place of rebirth, maybe the way magic flows is odd. I'm not really too understanding of it. Killian's a little better than me at that, a lot better. But I don't know. If they're being reborn, maybe the place where people kind of just rise up might happen.
Perhaps.
It's where my patron decided to do it for me.
Interesting.
Don't know. Just a thought. Might be
Thanks.
useful.
Thank you.
As you part ways, Ravis, as soon as Echo turns around and leaves. So you were reluctant, but the first chance you get, you lie to your companion. You are fun.
Shut up.
Okay, if you want me to.
What was that, Ravis? I wasn't talking.
But no. Sometimes, patrons, the whole thing. It's not them, but like, you can hear sometimes the spirits around. It's annoying.
So, you have a patron, all that. So, if I was curious that someone else had a patron, how could I tell?
Well,
Can you detect it with spells or anything as simple like that?
sometimes one of the biggest ways is if they, like, I know that there's natural magics. I've seen the druids before and things like that, and of course there are sorcerers who just kind of get their magic from wherever. But I know for myself, and others I've seen, if the magic comes from nowhere, it's typically some kind of patron. Typically.
It's like so let's say if beforehand they couldn't do magic for crap and now they're slinging spells left and right.
Yeah,
That would be a dead
sometimes.
giveaway?
Not definitely, but probably. Why?
Thanks, Travis. This has been a helpful conversation.
Is it about Mary? I've seen Mary cast the spell like once or twice.
No, Mary's actually her technique's actually quite good. I don't know where they learned it.
All right. Glad I could help.
And Killian's gonna narrow his eyes like, so your patron just chats with you on a boat?
Oh, no. When you have a death patron, sometimes things talk to you. That's not your patron. Usually it's only while I'm meditating, or really whenever the hell they feel like it.
Oh, so something else is talking to you.
Just noises, and I tell them to shut up when I hear them.
Killian just nods, presses X to doubt, and walks a little bit away.
This one's smart. You need to be careful.
Yes, I watch for him always.
This is gonna be fun.
I don't know if that was Nunu or Evil Dagger.
What was Evil Dagger?
It was
So
both.
Both? Both is good.
How about both?
But meanwhile, the time passes. Your spell is complete, Mary. You get your
And I attune to the dagger.
and you attune to the dagger. And
Eva's a small octopus now.
nice. As the ropes are being untied and the anchor is being lifted, remind me who had the highest passive perception. I think it was
Totally
Killian.
me.
I mean, not Killian. Emerson. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it was
Siblings,
Emerson.
it happens.
Oh, you were muted.
Oh, sorry, I'm nude.
Damn it.
That was a 16 as my passive.
16. And what's Kelward's passive?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
me.
probably good. because-
yeah,
Yeah.
probably really good. Probably really good.
Yes, it's 17.
Oh,
Okay, so as you're readying and making sure everything's ready to set sail, you see Kelward first. You see there's some kind of commotion near the dock before before it reaches the walkway. There's like a group of Zolezo chatting to two figures, and suddenly the Zolezo just like move back, and these two figures start dashing towards your ship. Emerson, you just pick up on this as they start dashing and are already halfway, kinda, where you are, and the anchor is about to be lifted. You're about to set sail. Emerson, you recognize you recognize both of these figures as you see very different in wardrobe, let's say, than you saw them before. Instead of the golden robes, they are now wearing travel attire in tones of navy blue and like more shaded colors, and a hood, both of them. As you see Gertrude and Jakob just dashing down the walkway, and Gertrude starts muttering a spell, and you see as Jakob just picks up flight, as your ship starts just picking the wind luckily is on your side, and your ship starts picking pace and detaching yourself from the dock. Jakob just dead on sprinting flight, and
could I have counterspelled that?
it's too far away. It's 30 feet, right? Counterspell or 60
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
60 feet, but yeah.
So, and you see as you already have like a good distance from the dock, and Jakob is like, instead of going further straight, is slowly lifting up. And at this point, who would be on deck? Would anyone be below deck at this point?
Mary's all about staring at the water right now, so they're
Echo will
definitely
be
up
up on
deck.
deck.
Yeah,
I
but
never
we'll
intend to go
see
below
us.
deck ever.
Yeah.
We've been off for what,
Echo
30
doesn't
seconds?
need to, so.
Yeah. Below deck just
Spent
seems
so
like a
much
place I
time
don't want
cleaning.
And no one appreciates this. In that case, I need all of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
to. Oh, just kidding. I'm below deck now.
What's
Rude.
happening? What's happening to us?
Rude.
You see, as a good 100 and something feet away from high above, Jakob's flying, floating, and suddenly you feel the taste of iron in your mouth and the smell of ozone start to form around you, as this tiny spark starts to form in the center of the ship or
Oh.
boat.
That's wonderful.
Good.
And
It's
suddenly,
fine. The
this
ship's
tiny
made of wood.
That's right. And this tiny spark suddenly starts crackling in every direction as a ball of lightning just bursts from it. What were your saving throws?
Natural 20.
Good.
Ooh.
17 for Echo.
18?
8.
8.
So-
Oh.
Anyone-
22.
Further, just like
27.
Further cementing that Killian is the dexterous, graceful Eldorus, and Emerson not.
Also, I have evasion, so
Yeah, so
Nice.
did I just
Whoever-
matrix everything again?
Damn it. So whoever rolled below 16 takes
Yo.
48 points of lightning damage.
How many?
48.
Oh well, I'm down to a smooth 3 hit
Yikes.
points, friends.
And those who passed, except for Mary, take 24.
Fuck.
No.
Hell.
I look
Still a
fine.
lot.
As this explosion is still ringing in your ears, He's very far away, and at this point you hear a faraway shout from the other individual. Jakob! Not now! It's too late! And he just like slowly looks dead into Emerson's eyes and starts to float down and lands on the walkway as you smoothly sail away with a charred deck, half a burned sail. It's a rough start for your journey, folks.
Emerson throws up a
Mary's-
lot of blood.
Just flipping them off with my mage hands too, as we let it fade away.
Me and my 3 hit points are gonna have a quick lie down on the deck right now.
Yeah. Killian, you notice that everywhere the sphere of lightning impacted, on the wood of the deck, there's the same lightning pattern all around.
That's grand. Killian, by the way, didn't want to interrupt. Absorb elements to reduce lightning damage by half.
Sure.
Coughs a little bit. Looks at Emerson, who's like sitting down on the deck, charred and 3
Yeah,
HP.
I have 3 hit points left. I'm like
Gonna rub his
dying.
hands together and clap Emerson on the shoulders and cast life transference,
Yes, wizards.
Love life transference.
which is gonna
Good
hurt
spell.
me for 4d8 necrotic damage and heal. Where did I? One more d8
Heal.
table.
Double.
Heal Emerson for twice as much. Okay, so you're gonna heal for 36.
Wow.
And then Killian's gonna vomit off the side. Just like pumps this necrotic energy, you know, draining the life from him, pushes it into you, and then immediately just
Pat him on the back.
And
Hold his hair back.
ears
what?
ringing, taste of ozone still in the air. You're slightly dizzy still from the magnetic fields. You slowly sail away, and in the distance you see these 2 figures. The other one, the female one, eventually catches up and places a hand on the male one's shoulders as they become tinier and tinier and tinier. And we're going on a break.
Yes.
I think it's a good
Oh,
point
boy.
to pause.
While our characters short
Probably.
rest, so shall we.
Yes, yes, exactly.
James, thank you for joining us so far.
Thank you for having me. This has been a lot of fun.
It's been
God,
wonderful.
This ship is perfect.
Really, have really laughed a lot already.
I've put us on break.
Cool, cool,
Okay.
cool.
Good. Yeah.
Wildemount, Daring and Divine will be right back
Oh yeah.
after these messages.
Stuff.
All right, folks, you know the drill. Go and grab water.
Yeah,
whatever
we'll
you
be
need.
right back.
Yes.
And we're back.
Are we unmuted?
Hello. We are.
Yeah,
Yes,
back.
we are unmuted. I remember this time.
Proud.
I assume we're back, but with a bit charred. I would say after
I mean,
things that
speak for
transpired.
yourselves.
Talk about it.
Nice.
Invasion.
Listen
I
here,
am-
backflips away from the lightning.
Yeah, Backflips McGee
I
over
am
here.
3/5 dead.
Oh, I keep disappearing.
I am 1/3 dead. Yeah, 1/3.
Do you need like a healing spell that doesn't pull your own vitality?
What?
What?
I got those. I don't know if you.
I'm just like, Killian, you didn't need. And I think Emerson's just like throwing up right next to Killian. Keeping things together. It's just like you didn't need to give me that much.
Come on. Just shut up.
There, both of you will be all right. Mama Ravis is here.
Already a better, more comforting parent than either of our
Don't
actual
make me
parents.
Brontosaurus you.
That would be
So,
a bad idea on here.
That was interesting, yeah.
Who was that man?
Yeah, honestly, what the hell was that?
That's a good start.
Where's
Yeah,
the
it does say
captain?
good start.
I don't know who that was. Are you kidding me?
I don't
Do
think
I
any.
look like I have any enemies other than lightning sharks? No.
He has a good point.
I mean,
does
perhaps your
actually-
own crew,
that tracks
given that
a
they
little
don't
bit.
compete.
They did look like people and not lightning sharks.
Yeah, you're
so-
all lucky that the wood on the Jolly Stingray has been lightning treated for this
Oh.
very occasion. Otherwise, we would be all up in flames, and then I'd have to turn one of you into a plesiosaurus. Ridiculous.
Aw, neat.
All right. So does anyone recognize that individual?
I don't know, they were some asshole, right? I did not get a good look.
Just some random asshole. Perfect.
As far as I can tell, they were dressed like a god. Guards are usually dicks. I mean, what do you want? Who pissed off the guards? It was not me for once.
Was it something I did?
You did try to steal a baby.
Maybe. Yes, you did try.
I
to
was not
steal
trying to steal the baby, but now I see that other people may have thought I was, and perhaps they alerted the guards.
How many villages did you go to with that routine?
3.
Hang on, are you really gonna believe your friend over here who's a liar all the time is the first one to ask, hey, who is this guy? Obviously, this one in the fancy suit knows who these people are, and also suspiciously quiet, I might add, Emerson during this exchange. So,
Oh, I'm
sickos,
sorry.
why don't you tell us what the hell is going on right now?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I too quiet while I was nearly dying? I
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're just people.
Have you seen them before?
Illustrious Dragon Manager, you're supposed to know them.
I
And I was
don't know
gonna ask
how I know
something too.
them.
Yeah.
I know
No.
that I know them, but I don't know how I know.
I think literally the only person who would have gotten a good look would be Emerson because of perception. So it's up to Emerson if she wants to share or not who these people are.
Yeah. How do I know them? Are they the people
So-
from outside the bookshop?
Yes, correct.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd be like, they were. You know them. They were outside the bookshop.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh, those assholes.
that makes sense.
Don't know how they managed to find us down here.
Well, that is interesting.
Yes, hold on. Turn around to the captain. We have confirmed that they were after you. Just letting you know.
Travis, you're an asshole.
Agents of the lightning shark.
Killian sits on the ground. How big is this boat? How many people are on it?
Well, it's
One space.
How big is the boat?
Give us numbers, James.
It's small.
It's a standard number of cubits for a boat.
Or is
What,
it like
is this a
20 feet
schooner,
long?
maybe?
Yeah, it's a good 30 feet long, and
Okay.
yeah, like 15 feet.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the masts go up like 60 feet, probably.
Sure.
I don't
I'm
really know.
pretty
We
sure
never
that's
had
a
a floor
big
plan
mast.
officially done.
There
of
is
this
some person who's like studied sailing in boat
is-
physics and who's like, oh my god,
These
Gonna get lots of
people.
angry messages.
this boat is upside down yesterday.
It's the guy who wrote the boat appendix in Ghosts of Saltmarsh, who's on this this show right now with you, who can't remember anything.
That's hilarious. Good appendix, by the way.
Oh, I was not expecting this. The plot twist.
Twist. It's a Shyamalanian twist right there.
So if they found us, they probably use magic to track us. I could cloak the ship for like once.
Well,
It's
I
gonna
mean,
cost a lot of
once.
money.
Is,
They
is
just-
once a measure of time?
They just,
For the last 8 hours.
I mean, they just saw us like take off on this ship. I don't think it will be very hard for them to like.
They did call back though. One of them
Yeah.
called the other one and said to come back because it was too late. Although, if you ask me, it was
Huh.
about a couple minutes early. They should have stopped before
Too
the
late
lightning.
for what? Like,
don't-
what exactly are they trying to do now?
Maybe
Not
they're
for-
cursed that they can't cross water or something.
Oh, say like vampires? Is that a vampire thing? I don't know, actually.
Vampires are like running water, I think. And this is the ocean.
Ocean is running, yeah?
I think it runs.
Well, like the old
Prince?
vampire stories, Dracula would go across the
Oh, it
the
might
sea
just be
in
fresh
a boat.
water, though.
Yeah,
I
no,
think it
no.
might just be running fresh
No, but
water.
Like
This
in
is
his
Sam.
coffin the whole time. That was
This
funny.
is
if you track
Sam's
it with-
vampire knowledge now.
how did
I'm
we
pretty
get
sure
here?
it's fresh running water.
But depending on what lore you use, sometimes graveyard dirt can negate the effects of running water. Shout out
Yeah,
to
just throw
Sabriel.
a handful of rice. It's fine.
I really don't think they're vampires. I think it was just it's too late to catch us. They'll have to get a ship to catch up to us. Blah blah blah.
So, if we need a period of time to try to like juke out of the way so they don't track our boat,
Oh,
the problem is they've seen all the crew now. At least all the ones that are on the surface, so they could theoretically.
you're
Let's try to
welcome,
track any of them.
friends. And I like pat Kelwart's back.
Why do these people want to kill you?
Oh, because they are assholes from the Empire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Supposedly,
and you are not
you know,
assholes from the
It's
Empire.
like I'm an asshole from
Exactly.
the Empire.
allegedly, some of us have important secret information about things. It's all bullshit.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I just think they are assholes. I don't know about you guys.
I mean,
Mary
that
is not
both can be
lying.
true.
Well, I got baby thieves on this boat, so I'm fine to take on a couple runaways too. So.
Okay, nobody
Sure.
stole any
I am not a baby
babies.
thief.
Yes,
Oh.
I'd rather be a runaway. Are we able to pick which label we want? Or do you assign them to us, either baby thief or runaway?
Well, I mean,
And besides, I did not successfully acquire the baby, therefore I
Well,
cannot
that's
be a
true.
baby thief anyway.
that's true.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
A
failed
lousy baby
Thief.
thief.
Alleged attempted baby thief sounds a lot better.
Right, yeah.
Hey, I actually did steal a baby briefly.
That is true.
That is true.
Oh yeah, you should not
did
maybe
briefly-
remind us
yes.
of that. That was fucked
Yes.
up, kind of.
The magic
Yeah.
was very supportive. It was very safe. I promise.
And
It
of
was
Well,
course,
they were
Yes.
not complying, so
yes. And I am, of course, also a baby thief eater and a better.
Mm.
Captain.
That's not good.
Very
So if I'm
disappointed.
allegedly a baby thief, you're allegedly a captain. Alleged captain.
Whoa.
Oh,
whoa.
well, how far
I
to this
believe we
lightning
determined
shark?
you are a successful baby thief because you did actually yoink the baby.
Allegedly implies that I have been that you have not yet successfully convicted me. I will
I don't
challenge this
think
in
you're
court.
familiar with the law of the sea.
How far till we get to this lightning shark? And does it have a gnarly name that's supposed to strike terror into the hearts of its victims?
Oh yeah,
Or-
its name is Thundroso.
Oh,
Love
but-
it.
I literally
so it
expected
has-
Greg or something.
But it is a lightning shark, right? But with
Their friends
thunder
call
in
them
the
Greg.
name. I like
yeah.
that. It is a nice, like reversal.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Melba really thought of that name. Shark. I mean, it can't talk, so we don't.
Oh, I like
doesn't
it.
have a shark
Just
name.
give Melba a thumbs up approvingly.
Allegedly can't talk.
Melba, when did you get up here? You were down below.
People can move.
Well, I did hear the explosion, so I thought
true.
I would come.
Yeah,
Is
you'll
everyone
notice the
alright?
rest of the crew ran when the explosion happened. That's why I needed you all here to.
Or died.
I mean, that is what most people do when explosions happen.
Yeah, that's what Mary did.
I did not run. I just bent out of the way. It is not my fault you are so slow. I mean, jeez. I was standing right there where I started.
Just like
Backflipping.
leans to the side, avoids all damage.
Very
Oh, they like
lightning
Matrix
bends.
fucking bends. Like,
Hot dodge.
You're a lightning
know?
bender.
Do any of you need a healing touch right now? I'm more than happy to provide.
Now that you have
Ah.
phrased it like that, I'm going to respectfully decline, but thank you for the offer. Perhaps my
I
brother
suppose
might
I
be
could.
interested.
Are you interested in healing?
I'll
and a
take some
healing
healing.
touch.
How far out is this? Is
No, you gotta say the
Thundrosa?
whole thing.
Oh, well, Thundroso, sails the seas.
Wait, he's on a boat.
He has a sail. He has a sail.
Yeah, I didn't mention he's a were shark.
An
were
old battle wound. Has a big mast in its back.
Yeah.
Giant lightning bolt on it.
He's a shark, so he doesn't really have like a home per se. But usually, as we're rounding the southern tip of the continent, that's when we get.
This is his
So in
home.
about 3 months.
3 days. Got it.
Okay. Also, it is good to know you are able to heal, I mean, good to keep in mind.
Yeah. Anybody? Hey.
I am
Got
okay.
myself.
I suppose I could.
Yes, please assist my brother with some
Okay.
healing touches, Captain.
16 points of healing for myself.
Nat was actually just coughing his lungs out there.
Oh,
Well, don't
you
do that.
okay?
Oh,
Oh, buddy.
14. 14 for Killian.
Oh,
Thank you.
Druid did worse than
And
the
for
paladin.
Echo,
I'd say brag
Look,
about
he's
what
a
you just
guest
did.
here, Robert.
Also
Robert is the
14.
worst.
Oh,
He
I'm
is a
sorry.
guest
That was
in this
Nice.
house.
What was that? Sorry.
sorry.
James?
14 both for Echo and Killian.
Thank
Uh,
you.
He is
Twinsies.
a guest in this house, and you will treat him with respect.
Sorry.
When did my mom get here?
But
I think Mary is spending time like all
Killian
the
says
healing.
to Emerson.
Oh snap! You called her mom. Shit.
Another little corner of my soul just shrivels up and falls off dead.
Oh no. Regardless of healing, is there anything else you wish to discuss or chat about before you are outside of view of Nicodranus' port and hopefully in the safety of the high seas? Safety.
Except for Thundrosa.
Except for Thunderoso, yes.
Sorry, I made up a creature on the spot for you there.
No,
I
that is
love it. I
awesome.
absolutely love it.
You should have seen his notes from the last thing
Yeah,
he
you
made
should.
up.
Yeah, and we fought a real big monster.
And now that you've said it's a were shark, it will in fact be a were shark.
Yeah, so thanks for
Ruining it,
that.
Robert.
Oh, sorry.
Also a robot.
There-
I'll
And
do a
Bring
robot.
truth to power in this place.
There's a good Thunderbore stat block in the Essentials kit Nunu you can use. Just palette swap it to aquatic.
Helping.
Yeah,
Stop-
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, Nat.
Can you stop? Can you not?
What is these stat blocks you speak of?
Yeah.
Um,
what?
Mary is very definitely actually excited to be on an ocean. So they are like
Yeah.
hanging out like over the bow, like
Nice.
just watching everything, and maybe every now and then like literally kind of throwing Octopus Ava off the ship to just like watch and like look through her eyes under the water and like summon her back and do it again.
I love Mary so much.
Poor octopus.
Yeah, Ava digs
To
it.
be
It's
in the
fine.
water.
So yeah, Mary, actually, it's for you that never left the Empire, it's actually a very interesting sight as you look back from where you came and you start seeing the land and the city become smaller and smaller the longer you sail, and eventually there's nothing but open seas all around you. The wind on your face, the salt the salt water splashing on you as well, and the sense of adventure
they are into it. Their pink hair is just like,
Adventure!
whew. Yeah, I'm Seahawk style, like on the
Yes.
front of the ship right now. Adventure, my friends.
It's like, where's Mary? Oh, they haven't left the bow of the ship since we cast off.
Yeah,
They
pretty
just
much.
keep screaming adventure.
Yeah, every like couple of hours, it's adventure.
They just at
At
the
least
end
I'm
of the
not
bowsprit.
setting anything on fire.
So somebody's
Okay?
like,
Minutes. Let's be real.
somebody's like, Mary, are you gonna come eat dinner?
Adventure.
So just to speed things along a little bit, for those of you that are enjoying this experience of being in a slightly subpar boat in the sea, it is a very pleasant it's a very pleasant experience. For Emerson, I imagine this is torture. But
hate
as
this.
the days pass, the nice weather, characteristic of the Menagerie Coast, especially Nicodranus, slowly fades as the gray skies and patches of rain and stormy seas here and there. Nothing too dangerous, but it's much different from near the coast. It starts to pick up here and there, so those of you that are more prone to get seasick, probably you do so. But
There's only one bucket.
and there's only one bucket.
I'm
yeah.
just gonna puke on the floor and then prestidigitation it up.
I mean, there's the whole ocean right there.
There's also the entire ocean, yes.
Up and downstairs.
Just run upstairs.
Fair.
Oh, that just seems like a lot of work when I could just prestidigitation it away. Why have magic if I'm not gonna use it?
Fair. It smells like vomit in that cabin anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter how much you prestidigitate it, it's there. It's constantly there. It's okay, Emerson. You'll survive. But
All this surviving.
at dusk on the third day, the
Oh.
storm becomes slightly more intense. The sound
turns out
of
it can get worse.
the sound of faraway thunder and the scenery of lightning crackling over the edge of the ocean becomes closer and closer. The time difference between the lightning and the thunder becomes almost non-existent, and with every thunder, the wood of the ship vibrates and resonates. The sea becomes tumultuous. It's all hands on deck. Who would be up in the crow's nest taking watch? One of you or one of the crew?
I am allowed up there. I would totally want to hang out there, but I am not so good at the watch.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
don't think I
you're
can
allowed.
show
Most of the
crow's
crew
nest.
is too scared to go up there, so that's fine.
All right, I will be up there, but we're gonna regret this, y'all.
So Mary, make me a
I
perception
want
check.
to.
Maybe I'll roll good.
Maybe.
I did not.
Oh god, the
Narrator, they
the
did
whiplash
not.
on that.
That's a 6.
Pretty
That's a
good.
6. Okay. Mary, when you notice it, it's too late. As you are heading straight into a field of jagged rocks in the middle of the sea here.
Oh hey!
Just one detail.
I think as we are about to crash into these rocks, Killian is going to pluck a new timeline and allow Mary, after failure, to re-roll that perception check.
Oh shit! I
Time
don't know if
magic.
it'll be enough, man. But thanks.
one.
I feel like it might
Let's
be
go.
worth it.
I mean, you can't do much worse than a 6, yay?
How much?
Oh, no. It's a 1.
What? Okay, so do you replace or choose the highest? Nat?
You re-roll.
Yeah.
This is all my fault.
Okay,
I
so
can't do it again.
You're
Mary,
hubris, Nat.
Mary, you see these jagged rocks in front of you, and you start shouting, "Folks, there's rocks like in about 30 seconds or 40
Oh,
seconds.
hey, there's Roxano's head? What do you call it?
As you say that, you hear this massive that sounds like thunder, but for the experienced captain, uh-oh. This is the hull of the deck. Something brushing against it. You'll have to navigate this.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
Captain,
so happy that happened, by the way.
Captain Kelwart, as
Yes.
it's too late to change course, I need you to make me a survival check to see if you can navigate this field of rocks.
Okay, here we go.
Five.
That's no, that's a 16.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. So immediately you see Captain Kelwart. All jokes put aside, serious mode on, engaged, and just starts turning the helm of the ship. Oh, apparently the rudder works. There you go.
Oh, good. We scraped the barnacles off that. Good.
And you do hit here and there on the sides of the rocks, but nothing too damaging to the hull. So your ship is in. It seems that everything is okay. But as you look forward, trying to navigate the rocks with only your eyesight, a few feet away, on top of one of the rocks, you see a shadow. A humanoid shadow. And as soon as it appears, it dives down into the depths of the ocean. The shadow is no more, but as you track it through the waters, you see it shape and morph and expand.
Thundrosa!
Lightning continues to crackle all around you, and once more, lightning strikes with a thunderous sound. Immediate sound, the ship rocks and shakes. But this lightning came from underneath you. Roll initiative, everyone.
Oh,
Hashtag were shark.
Man. Hashtag were shark.
Hashtag their shark.
God damn it.
Oh, that's really sad initiative.
Hashtag my shark.
My dice are not with me today, y'all.
New dice. Cursed
Uh,
dice.
But it's my critical roll dice. They're normally so good to
Yeah.
me.
My Captain
Not
Marvel dice
against
just failed me.
Thundrosa!
Not
Ah.
against Thunderos, I ain't.
All right,
Oh, now I
switching
feel
to
like
my
I need
pink
to-
ones.
I definitely need to queue up Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
That was
Yes.
a 9 for Mary,
Ooh.
which
Real
sucks.
bad.
'cause
6
I-
for Echo.
Can someone do the magic and
I'm
put the
doing it.
initiative in order? Yeah, thank you. You're a
Aw,
legend.
thank you, Robert.
You're a gem.
I think Robert gets the Bean of the Week award.
Definitely,
Thundrosa.
he definitely gets it.
That's what you actually called it, right? I don't remember.
Is that what it is?
I don't remember, but it is now.
Yeah.
Hero?
Yeah,
No, it's
whatever
Bean
it
of the
was.
Week now.
Sure.
Weekly
Bean of the
hero.
week.
Now it's Bean of the Week. Yeah, get out of here.
This is what we do
Moving
in
on
our
for a hero.
server.
Adorable.
Oh.
Oh,
That.
that's a number. That's a number.
That doesn't
I,
seem right.
you know.
Are you sure you didn't
that's-
mean 12?
Sorry, my
Are you sure
bad.
21 is right?
I mean,
I disagree.
Why do I feel like I'm
I
missing a
object.
player? Oh, that's.
Because I didn't actually put mine in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Sam.
So,
I was busy trying to find different dice. It's very important.
as the legend of Thundrosa the Thunder Shark comes to life and materializes before your very eyes, before disappearing down below and rocking below your ship with a thunderous sound as lightning crackles all around you, and the sea around the ship is illuminated by this crackling lightning. Killian, what are you doing?
Panicking? Can I see it?
You have the notion that it's underneath the ship because the lightning is spreading in all directions around you, actually illuminating the water.
Oh, yay.
Right.
Brain breaking. I think I know what I'm gonna try, but it's a bad idea.
It's never a bad idea.
Great.
I am still pulling up the spell, so forgive me
All
if this
of this
doesn't
is a
work in the
bad idea.
slightest. But I'm planning on invoking a gravity sinkhole beneath the ship.
yes. Yes.
Or at least maybe off to the
I'm just
side
gonna-
slightly, something along those lines.
No, listen, it's insured. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so assuming I can get it within 20 feet of where the shark is, everything is going to try to go...
Yeah,
and it needs
kinda.
to make it con save. And,
What's the range?
The range is 120 feet, and then it makes a radius.
Okay, and does the I assume you're not including the ship in the radius.
Where there's like a whirlpool or something? Did I catch that?
No, there's no whirlpool.
Okay, I gotta say, if we're getting sucked, I might try to hold us in place. But no, then it's below the ship, probably slightly off to one side, so if it gets yeeted, then it'll be not literally under us.
Okay, so it's a strength saving throw, I assume? Constitution.
Con.
You said. Con. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. That's,
Killian
that's,
leans over the edge and
much better
waves
for
some
you.
hand.
Nice. And you see as suddenly the current that was tumultuous in basically the winds blowing in every direction and the sea just waves crashing on every side of the boat. Suddenly in this sphere off to the side, the water just directs in one concentrical direction only. And the shark rolled a 19? I think that saves.
That will indeed save.
Yeah.
Which means it isn't pulled to the space of the thing.
But? No but.
It takes half damage.
Okay. That's what I was waiting for.
Which is 15 force damage.
15. Nice.
And Killian
Perfect.
is gonna like take his little starry diamond thing, kind of shake. Why don't you do right? That didn't work right.
Nice. You now see the illuminated patch of water move towards the opposite side from where this gravity sinkhole just appeared. And with as swiftly as it dove down, it dives, what's the word? I don't know. Jumps out of the water and tries to take a bite at the side of the ship, which I'm going to say is going to take at least two of you if you're equally spread, except for Mary, because Mary is in the crow's nest. So I'm just going to roll randomly. That will be Killian
That's not too
and
surprising.
an Echo. Killian and Echo. Has it? But not very efficiently. Does a 15 hit you? Oh, none of you. Wow.
Just barely.
Okay.
It's off by one.
He tries to
Whoa.
jumps and tries to bite on both of you as well as that big chunk of the ship. I do need you to make me dexterity saving throws though, as it bites and connects with the ship. Crackling lightning erupts from its teeth, spreading.
Oh, sorry, I
any-
thought that was the first attack, but 15 doesn't hit Echo either. So.
Yeah, no. Just
That
the one
is
bite.
19.
18.
Okay. So both of you make the saving throw. So you only take 5 points of lightning damage as the residual lightning kind of spreads across the deck. But you do dodge out of the way, but do take the lightning damage.
Yeah, just like that! From like up in the crow's nest.
Wait, am I within 5 feet of Killian while we're both being attacked?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
Do I get a sentinel attack?
Now, as it's trying to recede, you do, because it's moving back now.
Sweet. That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits, yeah.
Yay, robot wife!
Yay, robot wife! That is 13 damage as like the two halves of the sword like come out of Echo's arm and like snap into place like a crocodile's jaws, and she just like slashes upwards at the shark.
As you slash, you kind of lodge your sword in one of the teeth, and as he tries to pull away, you just pin it there, and it just stays there, unable to move, which is really annoying.
The shark is too close to me.
It is very close to you. At this point, the storm that was surrounding you coalesces around the ship. As lightning strikes all around you, and one of them's gonna hit the deck, landing near Ravis. Make me a dexterity saving throw, Ravis.
All right, that was really good. 7.
Oof. as you take 30 points of lightning damage as this lightning full on hits you.
It's rude. It's just rude.
It is rude. Really rude. But that brings us to the captain. Your nemesis.
Is the shark in the water, or is it like hanging out on the deck now?
Half water, half chomping on the side of the boat.
Oh.
Its speed is now 0, so it can't move until
Right. Okay. So I was gonna cast Water Walk on all of you, but it sounds like maybe we don't need that at the moment.
Because of the robot.
Hey, yeah.
Now,
Yeah. So I will instead cast. Let's see, Tidal Wave.
Ooh.
Snap.
So let's see, what is it? Should probably read these spells before I use them. Conjure water at 30 feet. On a failed save, creature takes that much damage and is knocked prone. Which I don't know if that matters in this case, but let's do it. So,
Right.
Prone.
so Thundrosa needs to make a strength saving throw.
Androsa rolls a 26.
Whoa! Okay. So they take only half damage, which would be, I rolled 24, so they would take 12.
Nice.
It's bludgeoning damage. As this massive wave, I stand at the edge of the deck and yell, "Fuck you, Thundrosa!" As this massive wave comes up out of the water and then crashes down on top of the shark.
This massive wave comes towards you, Killian and Echo, but it slams on the side of the shark. You do get splashed by the water, but at this point, you're all soaking wet. It doesn't really matter. This does bring us to Emerson.
Hi. All right. Cool. This is about the time where I look at my spells and realize way too many of them are either fire or lightning based, which does not seem effective against a lightning shark. So
Fire's not lightning, though. I mean,
but he's in the water, so
I will say that creatures that are fully submerged in water get fire resistance in 5e.
That's true, yeah.
yeah.
So right now it might work, unless it also has fire resistance.
Stop giving him ideas.
To be honest, at this point, I think everyone's so wet that you're all fully immersed in water.
All right, then I am going. Could it please make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes, it can, but will it make it? It's a 15, Emerson.
No, it fails.
Okay.
Failure. So I have cast Blight on it,
Ouch.
and I am going to blight it now.
Let's
It
go.
takes D8 necrotic damage. So, here we go. Sorry.
All the dice.
That's 44 necrotic damage.
44, you
Yeah.
said.
Oh shit!
Ouchie.
Get fucked, shark.
You see, as Emerson concentrates on the slash that Echo already dealt on the shark.
Can the blight it looks like a bunch of like moss starts growing on it, and then where the moss was hitting the shark just turns black and just eats away at the shark.
Absolutely, yeah. You see as this moss coalesces around the wound and spreads throughout a big portion of the shark's flank, and as soon as it appeared, it disappears and leaves behind black spots all around it. Nice. Anything else, Emerson?
That seems like enough.
In that case, Ravis.
I will go right up to where this shark beast is. Get right down into its face. No. Let the chains of pandemonium drag your carcass into the abyss as I lift what covers my right eye, and a black shadow just pours out. I'm going to use my unsettling visage to make him have disadvantage on the next saving throw he makes.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Nice.
shit!
And then I cast Compelled Duel.
Nice.
So he needs to make a wisdom save, DC 15.
With disadvantage, I assume.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, wisdom save. That will be that disadvantage, man. It was a 19, but it is now a 4.
Nice. So, he may not move more than 30 feet away from me. If he decides to do so, he has to make the wisdom save again. If he makes it,
Gotcha.
then for that turn only, he can move wherever the hell he wants.
Gotcha.
Also, if he attacks anyone else other than me, disadvantage on the attack.
Okay. Nice.
That's my turn.
Perfect. Mary, you're still up above.
Yeah. Let's see. I was gonna do something, but if he, no, I guess Mary doesn't know that the shark can't move, like away from
yeah, no.
Ravis. So, you just sort of hear from up above. You're like, "Oh, I saw this in a play once. I've always wanted to try this," and I'm gonna like cut a rope and like try to swing down from the crow's nest.
Nice.
But once, because we established that it was pretty high up, so once I get into 30 feet, I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp and try to like wrap just this big sort of, I guess wood, because we've got the ship going, hand reaches out with very well manicured fingers, and tries to grab the shark. So I need a strength save, please, from Thundrosa.
That will be a 23.
That will succeed, but it does still take damage, I think. It just isn't restrained.
You might start to notice that this creature is very strong.
Yeah, I mean, that seemed reasonable, but it was, their idea.
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't think I'd be able to, like, really do much once I got there. Ooh, that's
Still
gonna
takes
be
damage, yeah?
10 bludgeoning on a failed save.
Nice.
Or at least that's, what I rolled.
This earthen hand appears and tries to grab the shark, but it doesn't manage to get a hold of the entire width of the creature. Anything else, Mary?
No, you just sort of hear like Shisa, and I'll use my bonus action dash to like get into range once I'm down.
Nice. In that case, Echo.
Finally. So for my bonus action, everyone will see Echo's form shift, and this like dark shadowy form of Echo with like all the like fiery runes and everything in the same place as her, like shift to the side, and the manifestation will move in front of Killian, and then Echo will attack twice for my action.
Echo, 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 echo.
As Echo echoes after the Sentinel.
One who can manifest Echo and has the Sentinel feat.
The worst.
I regret nothing. That is a 20-something to hit. Oh, God.
Yeah, sure.
Like 24 or something. And then a 16. Do they both hit, or one of them?
16 hits, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a very big creature, not very hard to hit.
So for one attack, that is 12 damage, and for the other attack, it's 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I will unleash Incarnation to attack.
Of course
you will. Let me just check for that. Yeah.
With the Echo.
With the Echo. Echo's Echo. That is 26 to hit on that one.
Sure. No, that one misses.
That's 8 damage on the last one.
Gotcha. Anything else?
Nope, she's going to stay right there, and the manifestation will stand in front of Killian.
As Echo's Echo unleashes this flurry of attacks, damaging the shark quite substantially. Fuck, I forgot the name. Melba, the first mate, from the ballista, cautiously turns it towards the shark. I got it, Captain! And unleashes the harpoon. Will she make it? Ooh, that is a 20-something to hit. She does make it.
Melba.
Good job,
total
Melba.
Of 15
shark is
points of
toast.
piercing damage as the harpoon is now stuck on the shark's flank, Thundrosa's flank. And that brings us back up to Killian.
All right. Killian is going to look at this big, terrifying lightning shark in front of him. Have a many panic attacks. And he's just going to invoke a little magic and try to cast confusion on it.
Nice.
Because, it keeps being good at those strength con rolls. So that's going to be a wisdom save, and I do
Wisdom?
successfully cast it.
Slightly worse for but it's still a 16.
That is my DC.
Ah!
Dang. In which case, Killian will use his bonus action to disengage, which he can do once per short rest, and go to the other end of the boat.
Nice.
That's me.
You see as Killian gracefully sidesteps and runs away. Nice. In that case, Thundrosa unlatches from the boat and tries to go towards Ravis, slightly deepening the length of the bite. At this point, everyone was quite in melee range with the shark, right? It was Echo, it was Ravis, it was Mary. That was it, I think. Yeah. Because Calvert was at the helm, and Emerson
Is just away.
Emerson
I am
is
30
somewhere
feet,
else.
I am 30 feet away.
As
Okay, so
far
now I'm
away.
away.
As
So it
far
needs
as
to
away as
attack-
I can get and still
Sure.
attack.
It needs to attack Ravis, but the bite is big enough to hit 2 people. So I'm going to randomly roll to see if it goes for Mary or Echo. It is Mary. So Ravis Ravis and Mary does a 26 hit. I assume so.
Yes, but I will uncanny dodge it.
Why?
Good,
Why
good.
26? That's just rude.
Yeah, it is very
Sorry.
rude.
Al-
Nunu.
Also, it's disadvantage against.
oh,
It's the same. It's attacking you, but it's just big.
Oh, the
enough
size
to
of the
attack-
bite.
Yeah.
Either of them within 5 feet
Alright.
of me or the manifestation. Does that
Yeah.
attack?
Reckon Sentinel. Yes, it hits.
All right. So you both take 19 points of damage, Mary and Ravis. So Mary, you take half of that.
And I make my con save.
Good. But now I need Ravis, Echo, and Mary to make me dexterity saving throws as the bite lodges itself on both Ravis and Mary, and lightning crackles.
that was just a 13.
I rolled for a
18.
sentinel attack and I only got a 13, so I don't think
That
hit.
misses. Yeah.
But for my dex save, I rolled way better. That's 25.
Okay.
18.
So whoever
Mary
got
slips on some water.
whoever got below a 15 takes 15 points of lightning damage. If not, you take half. You take 7.
Evasion, so I still take 7. Haha.
Yeah. Damn you!
Haha.
But
Rogues.
that's, if the sentinel attack missed, it means that it can move, but not more than 30 feet away from you. Is that it, Ravis?
It can move more than 30 feet away from me if it makes a wisdom save.
Okay. So it will take this moment to try and dive back down. So let's see if it can make the save. Nope. Still.
Nice.
So, but it just dives down 30 feet, so you can still see it, but it's underneath the water. At this point, the lightning continues to coalesce around you. I'll roll randomly again to see who the lightning strikes. It's Ravis.
Oh, that's,
Is it again? Was it the first time
Right.
Ravis? Yeah, it was.
Because he's wearing the plate mail, you know.
That's what it is.
Sure,
Lightning striking
yeah.
twice, something, joke, funny, fun.
Something funny.
Wasn't that an episode name too?
Yeah, it was the cut-off episode. So, what dexterity saving throw again? Ravis.
Ravis might be going down. That's a 3.
Ooh, a 3 means you take
Oof.
17 lightning damage.
Ravis has 4 health.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I rolled super bad, so lucky you.
But you rolled super well previously.
That's true, yeah. But this does mean that, Captain, it is your turn.
Oh, roll con save.
So Ravis, are you unconscious or are you
No, I have 4 health.
okay?
So
All
he's fine.
So you're fine. So I am going to reach into a belt pouch and I pull out a conch shell and I yell, "Bessie, we need you!" And I blow into it and summon forth into the ocean a plesiosaurus, which is like a Loch Ness monster type thing for those of you watching at home who don't know your dinosaurs. Comes swimming through the ocean towards this thing. and then I start to run down the deck towards where the shark is, like the end of the boat where the shark has dived down, right? And as I run, I get much taller as my legs elongate and my arms elongate at the same time. And then 4 more appendages burst from my side as my skin turns purple and all these long appendages turn into tentacles. And I dive into the water as I become a giant octopus.
Yes.
I love this.
Nice.
How do you want to resolve
Yes.
the Plesiosaurus? Do you want it to roll initiative? Do you want to go on my turn? Do you
Just
want
go on your turn.
How
Okay,
do you
cool.
want to resolve the plesiosaurus?
How do you want to
does it
resolve?
18 hit.
It does.
Okay, that is going to be 18 piercing damage as it bites Thundrosa.
Thundrosa roars in pain as this Plesiosaurus just chomps on its flank. Does mean that we are on Emerson's turn.
Okay. Okie dokie. What do I want to do? Only got that one spell, so I'll obviously gotta save it. Just in case. Save it for a rainy day.
And you know what the answer is, Megan. Just say it.
Ah, that's what you think. Because I am going to cast...
I'm just being an ass.
yeah, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
On it.
Nice.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
right.
a failure on the saving throw.
Sure. Yeah, you right it is. Goddamn right. It's a 7 and an 8, so that's a 15 radiant damage.
Okay. Nice.
I feel very powerful right now. I just want that to be known. That's good. I don't need to do anything else.
Perfect. Ravis.
There are dinosaurs and octopi involved. Like, I'm fine.
So
Did you make your compel duel saving throw? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And I can't kill him.
So they're right below. He's right below. Like if I let's just say wanted to jump off the deck,
Yeah.
I would be able
You
to just
would
like
land
get
on
right
top
there.
of the shark
Okay,
and the
that's great.
octopus.
Great. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to booming blade
Okay.
my morning star into his face.
Nice. Let's go.
Okay, so that would be a 10. However, I'm also going to channel divinity and turn that into a 20.
Sure. That hits. Nice.
So that is 15 bludgeoning damage and 6 thunder damage. And you know what? I'll just pump a second level divine smite into this. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
That's another 6, another 7, 13, and another 5, 18 radiant damage.
Oof, nice. You see that Thundrosa has seen better days. The wear and tear is starting to show.
And then I whisper into his ear, I suggest not moving. And I misty step back onto the deck.
Nice. Love it. Well played. Mary.
Oh man, so it is no longer still like half attached to the ship, right?
Nope.
It's down in the water.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I cannot really do too much to help.
Oh no.
I want to do something though.
If only you had a dagger that blinks back. Oh wait.
No. I don't know. They might just be like real foolish because they're like, yeah, sure. These people said they had spells that will help me. So I might try to go land on Thunderosa.
Okay.
Do you want me to like roll a check for that?
Yes.
Or can I just be badass? I'm fine rolling.
Just roll me an acrobatics because it's partly submerged, so it's not just a matter of landing on it.
That is an 18.
Yeah. You dive down and you can swim up to the shark. Yeah.
I'll just sort of like sink down towards it, and I'll grab my rapier and stab at it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Kelward turned into an octopus and dove down,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you do have an ally. With,
I was gonna
and
say,
the
so how
dinosaurs,
close did he get? And
Yeah.
also, yeah, I guess Bessie
The dinosaurs,
is there.
yeah. Bessie's there, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, let us season if it even helps.
It's time to slicks.
Such a good sound, though. I do love that sound. Oh, that is a 17 to hit.
It does hit, yeah.
Yeah. That is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 19 magical piercing.
Nice.
And then I will, yeah, sure, I'll offhand. Actually, no, I won't offhand because I'm holding on. So I'll just keep hanging on then.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then I'm just like, oh man.
Oh no. Echo.
Can Echo be within 30 feet of the shark and still be on the boat?
Yes.
Cool, so Echo will run to whatever that position is, and the Echo's Echo will run alongside her, and then the Echo's Echo will jump in the water down to the shark because it can move in any direction.
Sure.
And
Sure.
Echo's Echo will begin attacking.
Attack away.
Echo's Echo.
Echo's Echo. Well, one is a nat 1, so goodbye. And 21 on the other one.
Yep, that hits.
That is, let's check, 12 damage. And why not do another Unleash Incarnation?
Yeah, why not, Izza?
Why not?
Why not?
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits as well.
And another 12.
Cool. You're very consistent in rolling damage, I've noticed.
Yeah, on the last fight, it was always 11s.
Yeah.
Going up by 1 incrementally.
Yes.
That
does.
bonus.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I won't use
Okay.
any bonuses.
Melba continues to try and shoot the shark. At this point, the angle is quite tricky, so it's gonna be with cover. But this one misses as it dislodges one of the harpoons, loads another one, and shoots. But this one goes wide. Melba. Killian.
Killian, I don't know how far away he got, but he's gonna run back.
Yeah, sure.
Look down and okay, friends, this thing might need to be just a mite bit slower, and he's gonna try to slow the shark.
Nice.
It's also a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Ooh, that is only a 13.
He is the slow. He can only take an action or bonus action, no reactions, -2 AC, -2 on dex saves, and if it tries to cast a spell, 2 gives a shit, it's not gonna do that.
And it still move and attack though. It can, right?
Yes, but its speed is halved as well, I believe.
Okay, cool.
And then Killian, because I can see it, is gonna be, all right, now, come on, boy, and he's going to try to telekinetically pull it upwards. I need it to make a strength save.
Ooh.
It's a bonus action, for some reason.
A strength save, you said.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be fine.
As an 18.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. But like, it was free, basically.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Now, I move 40. If I was able to use my full move to get back, do I have a little bit to back up, or am I stuck at the edge?
Yeah, the ship is 15 feet wide. You can move.
Cool, yeah. I'm gonna
Don't
move
forget
back
about that
to the
detail.
other end of the ship. Right. Jeez.
Yep.
Killian, as he walks by, he's gonna kind of tag his sister on the shoulder and go, "Your turn."
Nice. But it is not Emerson's turn.
No, I'm a liar.
Thundrosa resurfaces from the depths of the ocean. The Bessie and Calvert, you'll get an opportunity attack as it's
14 thunder damage.
How much?
14 thunder damage.
14. Yeah, it takes that. And the opportunity attacks.
So let's see. That is a 16 and a 25.
Yep, they both hit because it is slowed.
Okay, so Bessie does 14 piercing damage. And I hit it for 10 bludgeoning damage, but I will not grapple so that it can go to the surface and get beat up a bunch.
Okay, nice.
Does Echo's Echo also get a opportunity attack then?
Yeah,
I just-
if it does, yeah, then, yeah.
Am I just like hanging on to it with like my dagger in the side of the shark because
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
because I love it.
17.
17. Yeah, it hits.
8 damage.
Boy, you see that Thundrosa is starting to look really, really rough. Cuts everywhere, bleeding profusely. But yet, still thunder and lightning crackling all around. On its turn, it moves up after getting beat up by all these opportunity attacks, and it tries to chomp on Ravis again. Let's see. And I guess Echo is the only person there at the moment, because Mary is on the side. So it's automatically trying to hit both of you. That is a 23.
Yeah.
Shield.
Shields. Okay, so it does not damage Ravis.
Change just.
Yeah, but it does damage Echo for a total of 20 points of piercing damage as it bites you. And then, same thing. Ravis and Echo, dexterity saving throws. As the bite is accompanied by the characteristic lightning.
Don't think it matters. Don't think it matters.
25.
Natural 1.
Oh.
Oof. So if you made more than 15, it's 8 points of damage. If not, 16 points of damage.
Yeah, no, I'm down. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh.
Okay,
And I don't get a
Ravis-
sentinel attack because I've used my reaction already. Damn it.
Nope. Yeah.
Really just shouldn't have used that shield, now that I think about it.
At this point, lightning continues to strike the ship everywhere. Will it be Ravis again? No, it's the octopus now, as lightning slams on the octopus's back. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, my octopus dex. 14.
14. It's not enough. You take 18 points of lightning damage. As it singes one of your
Oh, I
tentacles.
gotta make a concentration check to maintain Bessie.
Oh, okay.
I do succeed. I got a dirty 20.
Nice. Bessie's still around. And in that case, it is now Kelward's and Bessie's turn.
It does get a wisdom save to end slow on its end. I almost said on its end step.
On his
At the end of its turn.
Wow, magic.
Wow.
It fails.
Okay, cool.
Also, of course, no longer compelled to duel.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does a 15 hit?
With the slow, yes.
Excellent.
Because it's minus 2, right? Yeah, minus 2.
Yeah. So
it
both
just
hit.
hits.
So that is another 14 piercing damage and another 10 bludgeoning damage. And this time I will grapple with my octopus tentacles, because while grappled, they're restrained, which means everybody has advantage on attack rolls.
Nice. That would be super cool if your hit wasn't enough to bring it to 0 hit points. So I would invite you to retell the story of how Captain Kelward Snurgoods defeated the great nemesis of the sea, Thundrosa the Thunder Shark. A lightning shark.
That's right. The lightning shark, the lightning were shark.
Yes.
So the tentacles wrap around and begin to squeeze the shark, and like lightning is shooting everywhere. You can see the octopus's non-skeleton with it inside as like it gets shocked a little bit, and you see the beak of the octopus raking the side, dealing a good chunk of biting, just like he was once bit by Thundrosa. And eventually the shark just stops moving and then is tossed into the sea as like this blood cloud appears, and you can see the shark shrinking back to humanoid form as it sinks down into the briny deep.
Yes.
And then I turn back into a halfling, and I'm breathing really hard on the deck, and I start throwing up seawater.
And so ended the tale of Thundrosa the Lightning Shark. Part human, part shark, but lightning was its call. And now rests in the seafloor forever until the next one. The suitor worthy of wielding the name of Thundrosa the Lightning Shark comes back. Meanwhile,
Nunu, I love you.
you all make your way back out of the water. With Thundrosa dying down, the storm also reduces to a faint breeze, and lightning and thunder is no longer heard as the jolly, what was it?
Stingray.
The jolly Stingray navigates successfully through this jagged rock field in the sea. and weather is good again. I assume someone heals Ravis.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Let me make my saving throw. Okay, hold on.
Okay, go on. It's a 1.
No, it's a 19, which means
Oh,
I
close.
rise
You're
with
up
1
there.
hit point.
Huzzah!
Does it?
Yes, it
nice.
does.
Nice.
Because I never put my thing down, as just shadow comes out of the eye, it just coils around Ravis and just lifts him back to his feet.
Nice.
That's
And
massively
pulls the
unsettling.
thing back over his eye.
That's really fucked up.
Did we win?
Neat though.
And
We've
I'm gonna
seen
say,
some
as
shit.
you discuss because we're drawing close to the time, as you discuss the victory and and discuss what details to include in the for sure what's going to be the trademark story of Captain Kelward Snurgood
song.
from now on.
Mary's already like, ah.
Song, yes. The next couple of days are quite easy, and the weather is quite pleasant until the last day, where shadow starts to embrace the entire sky as you draw closer to Blightshore. As you start seeing land, you also start seeing what seems to be a fairly large settlement, but it has nothing to do with Nicodranus or other civilized cities of the Menagerie Coast. It is made of very simple wood, part of it rotten, on the sea, partially on the sea. The water around it seems swampy of all the debris that's let out into the coast from the town. From back here, while you're still approaching, it's nighttime, and you can see the lights of oil lanterns all around. It's very, very suspicious and shady town, but eventually you do dock. And my friends, you are in Rothold, the first bastion of civilization in Blightshore. Captain Kelward, you have done what you promised. You brought them to Blightshore, and you defeated Thundrosa, the lightning shark. So I will leave these last few minutes for you, all of you, to discuss what to do next and to thank the captain, if you so wish to.
Oh, how were those accommodations?
You know, I mean, I thought the crow's nest was quite comfortable. It was very high.
They were
Good.
accommodations.
That was pretty neat. I have never seen somebody turn into a, octopi thingy before, so that was very impressive, Captain.
Thank you.
I'd say, given that you quoted us at 9 months, I'd say we made a very good time. Thanks for getting it so speedily. He winks at you.
I give a wink back. And I'll say, well, I'm hoping to hear a song later about what your adventures here in Blightshore are like.
You will hear many.
Well, it'll be Melba who's bringing you back. You see, old Thundrosa was a wereshark, and as I showed you all earlier, I was bit. Means I'm not safe to be around. You're looking at the next Thundrosa.
Would you like me to kill you?
Should we kill
I can
you
do
now?
it. Yeah.
Well, they will, I mean.
No, it's an ancient legend. There must always be a Thundrosa.
Right.
So we'll
What-
be hunting you
where
on
did
the
you
way
just
back?
go?
This is a mixed signal here.
What kind of college did you go to, Emerson? Not teach you stuff like this?
Well,
You don't
No,
have time
I'll
to
be-
attack all that.
I'll be going towards seas that people don't sail in. It's my
Oh.
final journey, where I will become one with the sea, as Thundrosa 2, Thundrosa.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric
I was gonna
Boogaloo.
say electric boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo, yes. Damn, I can't
Electric
believe I didn't see that one.
Boogaloo?
Yeah. But this has been one hell of an adventure with all of you. Can't wait to see what you have in store next.
Thank you for getting us to our destination, At least all of us in one piece.
Yes, stay safe? Perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
You know.
apologize for trying to steal your friend's baby. It was not my intention.
Oh.
I feel like we've really gotten to know each other. There's probably a montage where we played cards together and that kind of thing. I hope you do find your creator and your charge. I think it's going to be good.
Thank you.
And Killian,
Yeah.
it's okay to be yourself once in a while. You don't have to put on this mask, buddy. You're going to regret it if you don't show your friends who you really are.
Yeah,
He puts his
Killian.
hand out and taps him on the shoulder. He goes, "I'll think about it." And he turns back to Emerson. And, this guy does not know me at all.
Emerson just like nods, like,
And
Emerson
I turn to
thinks,
Melba.
does anyone?
I turn to Melba and go, "Congrats, Captain."
Well, that was unexpected. I mean, but Captain, don't you think that if you were bitten this long ago, you would have become Thunderos already? I see a flaw in this logic, but hey, I'm not gonna complain. I can take the ship.
Oh yeah. No, I think you're right. Never mind. Sorry, Melba, you're demoted back to first mate. Taken back over.
Well, at least I can put it in my resume. I was captain already.
Oh yeah, you should ask
Captain
for a
for
raise.
13 seconds.
Yes. I mean, I'm just gonna say I was captain. I'm not gonna say the amount of time. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, yes, you just put the year and you don't say, got
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bravosaurus Rex, welcome home.
Technically not my home, but thank you.
Welcome to your place of birth? Rebirth?
That's close enough, yes. Thank you very much. You are
Yeah.
a very interesting captain.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
You also dress nice.
Really? You don't think it's too much?
No. Come look at what I'm in.
I come embrace your leg very tightly. Hug it.
2'9". Yep, no, makes sense. That tracks.
All right, well, get out of here. Get out of here. You never know, it might turn into a thunder shark at any moment, so.
Seriously, I will kill you if you'd like us to. I mean, we would all.
No, Melba has a good point. I'm probably not actually infected. So I have strong constitution, that kind of thing. And anyway, if you see any, if you ever figure out that warlock thing, let me know.
Us?
Emerson's ears subtly perk up, like, what?
Oh.
Oh, I overheard you. You wanted to know, Killian, about how people find patrons. Sorry, very good hearing.
Small ship, you know how it is. Yeah, I was trying to find out how to tell if someone already had one, though. I am a very accomplished wizard of my own, under my own power.
Of course, yeah, I can
I
see
don't
You
you.
know you
need-
are so good at wizarding, Killian.
Yes, the
Scheisse.
way you bend space
Yes,
and time and gravity, surely you were trained here in Jorhas.
Us?
Something like that.
That's only wizards from this part of the country can do that.
Yep. That's true. That's where they teach it. And Killian just does a good like fall off the log and goes off the boat and walks away.
Anyway, goodbye.
Oh, thank you, Captain, for everything. And I go skipping off the ship after Killian.
Okay. If no one has any more words for the captain, you make your way out of the ship via the gangplank and start making your way into Rothold proper. As you're halfway through the walkway, you hear back then from the ship the distant sound of dress nicely, dress nicely. And that's where we're going to finish the episode for today.
I was waiting for the new cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's the cliffhanger.
Oh, that was
It's the
wonderful.
parrot. The cliffhanger is the parrot this,
Look, I'm
this
here
time
for
around.
it.
That
Can't
wasn't
all
that-
Chris all the time, okay?
that wasn't for comedy. That was a warning. The parrot
Yes.
knows something we don't know.
Oh my
About-
god!
About clothing.
Mine is impeccable.
We need
Yeah,
to
so Emerson
dress
is fine.
nicely.
We're good.
Oh, thank you,
This
James,
is
for
amazing.
coming
Thank
to
you,
play
James.
with
Yes,
us.
thank you so much,
So much
James.
fun.
He's an
Thank you for
amazing
having me.
character.
This was a blast. You all are wonderful, wonderful role players, and No, you are an amazing dungeon master. So this was
Thank
a
you.
great time to be hanging out with all of you, playing a game in Wildemount. So thank you for having me.
Yes.
Coming.
Thank you for coming. This was really great session, and Thunderosa came to life in the and died in the span of 2 hours.
Yeah.
Vernon died in 2 hours.
Easy go, you know.
Well, that's
The
just,
real
you
victim
know,
here.
that's just the lifespan of a lightning shark.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Of a lightning
Every
were
time-
shark.
Every
Like,
time
they're
the
like
captain met him,
mayflies.
it was a different one. It was the children.
God.
Oh,
And there's
Oh,
actually
no.
about 37 more under the water. They just didn't want to come help out.
They're like, we never liked that one anyway.
anyway,
So
Thank you,
Nuno
everyone,
will
for-
have the stats available online immediately after this.
in about
That's
2 hours, I shall have the stats. It's fine.
Yeah, that's real cute.
Anyway, thank you everyone that was there watching the show. I hope you enjoyed the silliness that was the sea journey to Rotholds. Next week's gonna be much more somber, hopefully. Let's see. Meanwhile, we were No Initiative and our wonderful guest James Introcaso. Let's go around the table once more and say who we are and where people can find us and what we're doing now. I don't know. Let's start with you, James. Let's go the other way around now. Guest
Sure,
first.
yeah. You can find me on Twitter at James Introcaso, jamesintrocaso.com, and worldbuilderblog.com for all the cool stuff I'm doing. And don't forget, if you do have money to burn, the Tiltify link is below, or in the chat. It's in one of those. So I know how technology works. And so go do that, because let me just tell you, the Trevor Project is amazing and they're doing awesome work. So go check that out.
You
Is
should
it
also
me?
check out. You should also check out Sam.
Oh, hey, I'm like, wait,
Oh, yeah,
is it
sorry,
me
I forgot
next?
to throw it down.
Oh,
Throw it
that's
down.
okay. Thank you. It's all right. Dex is my dump stead anyway. I would have missed it. Hey, everyone. I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. I am SamWise_GameG here on Twitch. I'm a disability advocate and a streamer. I'm also the accessibility director here at the Chromatic Chimera. You can see me streaming here on Wednesdays in Agora's Bells and Steam Spell. And right now, I think actually that's pretty much all I've got that's going on besides my Mondays right back here. I've got a couple of one-shots that'll be coming up in July, though, so make sure to follow me on Twitter for updates. And I'll toss that down to Nat right down below. Just bloop. Yeah, you got it.
Hi.
You got
Hi.
it.
I'm Nat. This was lots of fun. Thank you, James, for coming by. So great. You can catch me on the Twitters at CrimeNat. You can also catch me on Tuesdays, tomorrow, actual Tuesday, tomorrow.
Layman's
at
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
double check the time on that. I think it's gonna be 8 on the Kobold Press Twitch channel for a GM tricks guide. We're going over the Kobold's Guide to Game Mastering and talking about it, boarding off the essays therein. Really good stuff. You can also find me Thursdays on the Encounter Roleplay channel at 3 Eastern. That one I know. For Savage Worlds, Dreams of Dust, and I play a more lying, more magical Lord Felden, the circus magician. Actually, end of last session, he got aged because he stopped aging 30 years ago, mysteriously. And today, the devil stopped fulfilling that, and now he's old.
Oh.
So we gotta figure out the fallout of that. And of course, you can find me here every Monday with this crew. Let's toss it over to my sister.
Hi everyone, I'm Megan. You can find me pretty much everywhere, mostly on Twitter at MeganLynFTW. Obviously you can find me here on Mondays. Coming up for me, you can find me on Sunday at twitch.tv/go_JG, where my good friend Jess is running an all-day fundraising stream for the Trevor Project. I'm going to be facilitating my own game, One Particular Harbor, at 5:30 for some really cool people to raise money for that, which I'm very excited about. you can also find me here in the Chromatic Chimera next Tuesday, so a week from tomorrow at 7 for my show that I host here, Unprepared, where I will also be facilitating my game, One Particular Harbor, which is a hack of Firebrands by Vincent and Meg Baker about mermaids, pirates, and sailors, and the tricky entanglements they get into. I will be running that for the admins of this channel, so it should be a grand old time, so come join us there. I'm also a game designer. You can find any of my games at meganlynnftw.itch.io. And just between you and me, there's a new game coming probably tomorrow. So keep an eye on Twitter and Itch.io, and if you like games about magic, just keep an eye out, because that's probably coming tomorrow. And that's me, and I'll toss it up to Robert.
Oh, hi. I am Robert Allen, voice actor. You can follow me on Twitter at Voices of Robert. July 15th looks to be the release date of Final Fantasy XIV patch 5.3. I've been talking about it, whatever. I'm going to just do it on my Twitch stream when it comes out. Stuff happens, whatever. Yeah, That's Viper718 on Twitch. Not much more else, so, I'm just gonna, Eldritch blast it up to Issa.
Hey, I'm Izza. You can find me at Evil Clever Dog on Twitter and Instagram. I'm a cosplayer, so go to Instagram for cosplay things, because it's way easier to find it on there. On Twitter, I'm mainly yelling about D&D and stuff. And you can also find me tomorrow streaming Pokemon Black, ROM hack of Pokemon Black, on my buddy Finn's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/FinnTheBin, both with 2 N's. And you can also find me started doing a new monthly series with the Asians Represent podcast. We're doing a critical reading of the Al-Qadim AD&D book. So come there for much dunking on racist source material. and of course check out Life of the Party, which is an all LGBT plus D&D 5e show, which I am a part of. The main campaign, which I'm a part of, is currently on hiatus while we're in lockdown, but some other members of the crew are doing a side campaign while all of this is going on. So plenty of things to check out, and also please donate to the Bail Fund and to the Trevor Project, because they're both amazing.
Perfect. As for myself, I'm Nunu. You can find me online on all the places where you find people online on the internet at jnunutex. That's TEX. And you can find me here on Mondays DMing this series. It is halfway done, I think. A bit more than halfway. We have 4 episodes left, I think. I don't know. We'll be around for a few more weeks. We'll see. For now, that's all. More. Yeah, for now, that's all I'm doing. I will be returning to Encounter Roleplay for the next season, but it's not been announced yet. But and everyone knows it. It doesn't matter. Season 2 of the Crownlands, the Game of Thrones show, is returning. So I think it's 20th of July, but people will announce it. I don't know. But yeah, you can find me there on from July to September. Apart from that, you're not going to see me much more anywhere else. But coming September, October, I will be everywhere. I will be inevitable.
Can't wait.
We can only hope.
We want to maximize our Nunu.
Damn. Yeah.
Maximum Nunu.
Intense 3 months. Regardless, thank you very much, everyone that was there, for being in chat and for joining us for this wonderful campaign. It's been so much fun doing this. Wonderful guests turn cast members and wonderful guests today, James. Thank you again very much for joining. Stay safe. See you next week. And if you can, help Bill Project, Trevor Project, all of that. Goodbye. See you next week.
Having me.